Hey, what's up, everyone? It's episode 42 of the DCUO Project Podcast. Thanks for tuning in on a special night. The reason why we're doing it on Monday night instead of Sunday night is because of the DCUO developer live stream that they had, kind of giving a sneak peek. What'd you say?
DCUO dumbass developer. I don't care.
Oh, hashtag eat a dick. Oh, man, that's funny.
Hashtag Kaiser mad.
Anyway, I'm going to announce everybody. I'm going to introduce everybody on the show. We have a couple guests on the show. But, I'm going to run down who we have here in the chat. We've got Vagrant, as usual. He's been here since day one. We've got Kaiser and Crappy. They've been with us since day one, too. We've also got Macabre from Crappy's League Lifted Research Group. He's in here. And we also have two guests. We've got Puppeteer from our league, and we've got Rock Hardington joining us from the Lifted Research Group. So what's up, guys?
What up?
Let the bitching commence.
PC
Is it just me, or did Rock turn his fan back on or something? Because I hear something blowing in the mic.
You can hear my fan? He's riding out the car window like a dog.
Yeah. Got his tongue hanging out and everything. Hot girl walked by your apartment window again.
You can really hear my fan? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I hear everyone. I think everyone's mics sound pretty good.
I'm thinking you're just hearing the rattling from them 3 rings of OP.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think we're just hearing the shittiness of fucking DC Universe Online. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
The only thing I could actually see this new mechanic actually working out for is PvP. That's about it.
Well,
the only thing I see this mechanic working out for is casual players that are like, ooh, look, I can swing my weapon around even more.
Here, this is exactly where the game is going. I feel it's going more casual, and now that they're implementing more melee-based stuff, the raids are going to go back to melee, and they're not going to be as difficult, and it's going to be easy for the casual player to beat the raids also. So it's just going to be an easy walk-through shit-on fest.
Hey, hold on one sec, Crappy. People in the chat are saying they can't hear us. So, can somebody in the chat verify they can hear us okay? Because I'm having one guy saying he doesn't hear anything.
See if I could hear you.
No,
it's working. I could hear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I turned my volume back down.
Yeah, turn it down.
I always have the stream on, just so
I have the stream on. Let me check on
just
mine.
so I can see it.
Can anyone in the chat hear us? Can you give me verification you can hear us? I just updated my XSplit, so I'm hoping something's not wrong. That would suck big time. Galaxy says he hear you.
Oh, he's talking about the fan.
He's talking about the fan. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
In my opinion, that's where I think the game is headed. I think the game is headed back to melee-based content, and it's just going to be easy mode.
And you see, here's my other problem. It's a cop-out to me. They could do what everyone wants and give people a rebalance of the rest of the powers. But no, they're making this melee DPS for the casual so strong. And they're like, hey, if you're earth, you're fire, you don't need a revamp. Pick up a weapon and clip the end of your new weapon mastery combo and you can be top DPS too.
Well, let's back up a second.
Easy road. Like, we don't have to revamp nothing. Use a weapon.
Let's back up a second.
Yes, Kaiser, get the fuck out of here.
What?
Let's back up a second. Vagrant wants to. We're gonna have Vagrant talk about what kind of little overview for the people that don't know what the fuck we're talking about. A little overview of what went on in the live stream.
Gayness went on in the live stream. I have never seen such gay shit.
Come on, Krabby.
Massive balls to ass.
Dude, that's the gayest stuff ever. Who the fuck wants to do that anyway?
Balls to ass? I don't know.
I don't want to combo a weapon combo into another weapon combo. Who gives a fuck? Fix the combat mechanics. Fix the shit that's broke.
Wait.
Go add in more
Did
gay
you just say
stuff.
they're too lazy to figure out how to clip when it's a lot easier to clip than it is to go through this combat mechanic?
Exactly.
No,
they don't even want to clip.
You tap and then either hold square or hold triangle.
You know who I blame this on? I'll tell you exactly who I blame this on. Trex. And this is the reason why. It's the casual player like him. It's like they don't want to see. It's like, ooh, look at my weapon combo. I look like a hero. Swing my weapon, yay! The little casual player that can't learn to clip their pass. Like, oh, I gotta see the animation though. Get some skill.
The thing is, the people in the forums, like people that play like we do that clip, the people who clip never go to the forums and complain, oh, these guys don't clip. What a bunch of noobs. but the people who choose to play not clipping, it's their choice. We choose to clip, they choose not to clip. Now, the players who choose not to clip are always complaining, oh, these guys are clipping and they're out DPSing me.
Well, they're trying to bring weapons
You
more
choose
relevant.
Not to play like that.
They're trying to bring
weapons,
the relevancy of the weapons back into the game a little bit.
If you want weapons to
We're superheroes.
relevant, don't do those combat
and they're
mechanics.
doing the weapon combo bullshit because all the trolls, oh, I can't fucking give anybody power. But you know what? It's not all the trolls. It's only the 15 people that complain on the forums. It's not the rest of the people that we play with in-game. The people we play with in-game are never like, oh my god, you guys are using so much power. I can't keep you powered. That never fucking happens. You know, it's only the couple people on the forums,
See,
and then DC listens to those fucking 20 people that suck
that's
dick
another
on the
thing.
forums.
What exactly are the tanks gonna benefit from this fucking new combo thing?
So much damage.
My God, we need to do more fucking damage. Are you serious?
Use your weapon, tank. Don't block.
Yeah, if you can go in your combat or your combo mechanic, then you got nothing to worry about. It negates damage all the time.
Well, let's go over exactly what they're talking about for the
myself.
people
I
that
don't know what
don't
you're
know.
talking about.
Instead of bitching, let's go over what they're talking about.
Vagrant.
Do you guys know?
Okay. Okay, so basically what was announced was something called Weapon Mastery, which is where if you spend enough points in a weapon tree, I think right now it's working on 20 skill points, you can unlock something to buy called a Weapon Mastery, which unlocks the very bottom tier of 4 new combos that you can unlock with basically, which allows you to just tap into like 4 new combos that you can do with your weapon. And the new combos that you would be able to do with your weapon do a lot more damage and also unlock more potential. And apparently, from the way he described it, is going to have also stats that come with it. So, like, you know, you pick up, I think it was like home run or big scoop with with brawling, it'll have like 1% extra crit rate if you get that combo that's tacked onto it. So it's going to be extra stats, things like that. They're also going to rework all the skill trees to give extra crit rate, extra critical
crit
magnitude.
boxes. Yeah, right.
And basically the way that Weapon Mastery works is that you can't clip them, which is why these guys are bitching so much. You can't clip them because they hit hard. They're supposed to also encourage the fact that if you wait for the full combo to end, you get 3 times critical chance with a power. So if you let the whole combo play out, you get extra damage with your powers. You conserve power, so you don't put so much strain on the controllers. So essentially, if you're out of power, they're trying to encourage you to do this instead, so you're not, you know, power starved. You have something to do. You don't just sit there. You could possibly put out some good DPS if you're power starved. And then when you get power, you could possibly, you know, have that extra crit, then go back to, you know, doing your regular clip rotation if you wanted to, things like that. Or you can have players who concentrate on doing weapon mastery combos and then, you know, tapping into, you know, clips and, you know, mixing it up a bit. This was basically to encourage the fact that a lot of players don't even bother with weapon combos. Some classes don't even need a weapon. It doesn't matter what weapon you play, like Celestial. But most players will play with rifle only, and I can see why they're doing that. It's like rifles only played, martial arts and PvP. There's like 5 weapons out of the, I think it's 11 or 12 that is played. They're trying to get players to have more customization in their builds, rather than just have 3 DPS powers that are the best, have the 5 weapons that are the best. They're trying to have players be able to jump into DC Universe Online and have a more, you know, streamlined experience and be able to do certain things and have it be viable.
Listen, but no matter what you do, something's always going to be better than something. They're not doing it.
Here's the problem. I'm going to say this objectively. I'm not going to blow it out of proportion. The thing that ruins all their ideas is combat mechanics. In PvP, to get to that point in a combo, you're going to get blocked or something's going to happen. PvE, with the way Tier 5 is and probably even beyond it, the way how combat mechanics are even in that, it'll be a miracle if you don't get blocked, like trying to do that to a Batman or like Hal Jordan or something.
Even the
Just the
ads
way
block,
it
man.
works.
That's why
You're-
there's ranged combos
Yeah,
that
but-
you can be interrupted, but you couldn't be blocked, for instance. That's why there's like the brawling to the martial arts shuriken storm combo.
Yeah, but that's still a ranged combo, the one that they showed.
Yeah, the
If
problem with their
There's
I'm
one in there. There's one in there that's like it's one-handed backflip or something to pulse beam, which in PvP that's going to be so overpowered. Like, I mean, you're going from like a melee move straight to a block breaker. So just imagine how that's going to be. But then when you come to the PvE side, who's going to use that over like focus blast to solar flame? I mean, who's going to use that over that?
Right.
They really got to balance the damage out at the end of those. Like,
Well, that's
that
why
pulse beam
that they're
has to hit
showing it
hard.
now. That's why they're showing that now, so that they can try to balance it. It makes sense.
I think
my
it's a
opinion.
dumb idea. Like, why would you want to do that? That's stupid. Maybe for PvP or meleeing,
No,
but this
no.
game isn't about meleeing anymore. And
See,
if
I
the
was
game
hoping it
does
was
go
power
back to meleeing,
progression.
it's gonna be stupid.
I was
See,
hoping you were
that-
going to
yeah.
put skill points in the power trees.
I
Like,
was too.
I really was hoping for that, but
The one thing I don't get out of this whole update, though, I mean, the reason it bothers me the most is why do you have? They also said that there's going to be an animation minimum before you can jump cancel stuff. Basically, they're nerfing jump canceling like they nerfed phase dodge. So hard light, gadgets, and rage to a degree are going to lose DPS, and they could very well drop out of the top
Oh,
powers.
Rage is done now, man. Rage
Yeah,
doesn't
those
have
three
that
power.
much at all.
Celestial is the strongest power in the game with this update because it doesn't rely on that, and it's precision based.
because
Celestial's
aren't they making the moves?
They're making all power animations 1 second long.
right.
Every single power.
Yep.
Celestial
Just imagine
included.
a power like Gadgets now. Gadgets is fucked.
Gadgets is done.
Gadgets
Gadgets
suck
is a-
right
I
now.
would say wait until you
No,
fucking
if you
bitch.
you
This
don't
is so
understand, bro.
funny.
If you have all those cooldowns on those powers, Gadgets is done. Gadgets has 6 powers on their bar, and you use those 6 powers back to back. And if you don't use those 6 powers back to back, all your dots drop, and you have essentially no DPS going out. You
So
need
who
to be able to
says
hit
that that's
those
gonna
powers
work
quick.
the same when this drops? How do you know that's
We
gonna
don't know.
work
We'll
that-
have to
that
see,
way?
but-
They're not going to go back and retool every single power and extend the dots on stuff. No way. If
How do you
DC
know?
couldn't go back and fix a few things that was actually wrong with them, why would they go back and
They couldn't fix.
totally
they didn't,
change
they
up
couldn't
fundamentals
fix
of the
clipping in
power?
the first place, and they can't even really fix half the broken things that are in the game already. Why would they go into 12 different powers and then just adjust each power just to make it work
Well,
to the right spot?
What I'm saying is, this is also kind of a troll from the devs. I like how they're finally like, "Hey guys, look, you got your green aura." By the way, hard light shit now.
All those
nice,
powers
nice
that-
troll there, Spittle. Green aura, but it's for a sucky power.
Listen, now Celestial is going to be more overpowered than any other power ever was.
Right. And here's the thing about what Tunzo said that I didn't understand. People were like, how is this going to compare, how is this going to balance the might and precision? He's like, oh, the might comes from your powers. It's not going to affect that. And I'm like, no, it's not. Precision, the top DPS are precision. They're not might. So
Well, look how
this
you
is
could
even,
balance it.
this
You've got
unbalances
5
things
weapon
even
attacks in
more.
the combo.
Yeah, not to mention if you're using like if you have somebody that's sitting there and they're like, "Oh, here I spec for might," and they're both using weapon combos, the same weapon combos, the same crit chance and everything. If somebody specs all precision, they're going to get more damage from all of those weapon combos than they're going to get from the might they get at the one might hit at the end.
Right.
Exactly. It's like 5 or 6 precision hits and then 1 might hit.
They need to
fact,
speed up the might ticks. They need to make
people
might
that-
hit faster.
The developers aren't in touch with the game. Like, that's what I've
That's
come
clear.
down to.
Yeah, that's clear
I've
enough.
seen
I
them
mean,
play the game, and like they're just average players. Like they're really not in tune with the game. How some of the people who play every day and take it very serious are.
Isn't that what they got the council for, though?
The
Well,
council.
no, the council's to
Oh
bounce
God,
ideas
Super
off
Patriot jumped on me for saying the council sucks. Now there are some good people on the council, but
Right,
about
but
half of the
you-
people on the council are just your average person that chooses not to clip and rags on people that clip because they choose to play differently.
Shouldn't
Everybody
they
has
be
their own
using
play style.
Shouldn't they be using those people that they set such a high standard in the community? Shouldn't they be using those people for at least getting the point across, like to help them understand what they need to do,
Well, see,
instead
those-
of doing some stupid stuff where they're
None
like,
of those
depends
people
on
really
who
care. There's
represents
like
the
Soar.
council.
Soar is good. And then, I mean, there's a couple other people. But, like, then you have people like Super Patriot. Like, he's a good player, but he'll just go whichever way the devs are going just to fucking suck their dicks.
And then there's casuals on the forum. Like, no offense, but Texas
Seriously.
and
No, man, I'm tired of the
Doesn't
retarded
know.
people on this game. I don't bust your balls because you choose to play a different way. Don't complain on the forums because I play a different way.
Well, the forums is the problem. Like you said before, I think
The
they're
forums
listening
is
to
the
the wrong
problem.
people. People like us, we don't post on, like I don't post on forums. I don't have time. But the people that post on the forums are the ones that cry whenever one little thing beats them. Or some of them probably don't even play the game no more. They're just trying to get stuff nerfed to troll people. And
Good
they're
players
listening
never
to
go to the
wrong
forums and be
communities.
like, oh my god, I got beat by this. They figure out other ways to get better. Now it's the people who fucking suck, and it's easier to cry than it is to learn anything. You know, like, let's just ask for a nerf instead of me asking somebody for advice on how to use my power better. You know, that's the fucking problem. Just
Well-
ask for some advice. Don't get advice off the forum because the loadouts and most of the stuff on the forum are garbage.
Well, Tunzo to me seems a little out of touch. Has he played the game recently?
Dude, he's super out of touch.
Because for him to say that it's going to help balance might and precision, this just puts it further out of whack in my view.
Yeah,
might
precision's
powers
still
depend
better.
on spamming their powers, not having a longer cooldown on
Right.
their powers.
I mean, the might players have to really dump their power bars to even
compete.
kill anything.
yeah.
So
And without jump canceling in its current nerf and with all this, might powers, every power is going to have trouble standing up to Celestial.
Take for instance, just the other day,
Yeah, Rock-
how about
Rock
when
doesn't
we
have a
did
problem with
Nexus
that.
And I was nature with no phase dodge. How shit on did I get? Fucking crapped on,
Shit all over your
big time,
face.
with all those fucking ads. Now if
You got
phase
jerked
dodge was
off
there,
on.
I would have easily fucking been fucking right next to everybody, no problem. You know, I mean, I don't care that phase dodge is gone. Like, whatever, shit happens.
Now they take away the jump canceling.
We
But
should see
yeah,
we should see the
geez.
writing on the wall. They're trying to eliminate clipping slowly, altogether. I think.
Just imagine if you got to stand there every time you do Ram Snap Trap Fan with the fucking fan hanging out there. Like, you are going to be the worst DPS in that fucking room.
Well, that's the thing. Hard Light only has two combos that keeps it relevant to top, and that's the Ram Whip with the Snap Trap Fan repeating that, or the K007. Without the
Well,
rifle
that's a jump
headshot
cancel.
cancel,
The
without the jump
K007
cancel-
combo is jump cancel.
That's,
Oh,
yeah,
so is the
without
whip.
those two combos,
You're fucked.
yeah, Hard
The-
Light
yeah.
can't compete with the top end.
The
without
ram,
those two.
the ram fucking whip thrash. That's a jump cancel too.
Yeah.
there's no more hard light is over, dude.
Well, actually, technically,
Maybe
no,
it'll
you
have to be a
jump cancel
controller.
it for the fan, but it's going to be slowed down enough where it's not going to do
This
enough
is-
damage.
This is one beef I have about the game. Okay, why is everything focused around damage? It's like there's some more aspects to the game. I know you guys are damage freaks. You guys love to, except maybe Kaiser. I know
We
Rock
just like
and
to kill shit and get done with the raid. We don't want to be standing in there forever.
yeah,
I don't
but-
like-
Oh, hold on.
I-
My shit's on cooldown. I'll kill this dude in 20 minutes. Hold on.
Yeah, but why don't they bring some for him to say that like one thing that he said is like how will this one of the questions was asked is how does this affect the support roles? You guys are totally forgetting about the support roles. And he's like, "Oh no, it'll help out the controllers."
Look,
No,
Count,
it
here's
won't.
my
The
problem.
controllers don't have time to be doing all these freaking combos.
Here's my problem, Count. I'll put it simply. I don't care about damage if I'm out DPS by someone that does the work for it. I don't like it when I'm limited and punished because some crybaby goes on the forums. It's like, oh, this is bad. Then they get something. I don't like being limited because someone else is complaining. I'll take my wins and losses. Everyone wins and loses. Why are you going to continuously nerf stuff? It's getting out of control.
I just want to put it out there that when Meps read that question off the live stream talking about support roles, I swear to God, I thought Tunzo was going to whisper in Spittle's ear, "What the hell is that?" Because I mean, he seriously looked like, well, they'll do more damage, so that'll help everybody, right? I mean,
no,
it's like
no
for real,
fucking
no.
clue from those guys. No,
It's like
clue.
that guy could do way more damage if you just let him sit there and look like fucking he's having a damn spaz attack doing hard light. He's gonna do way more damage than that healer
No,
going
yeah,
through a combo.
Did you see how excited Jens was? He was like, "Oh my god, this is the best thing since sliced bread." No, you fucking idiot! This is terrible.
No, I remember. I think it was about a couple. It was at least about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Scratch getting spittle on the show ever.
Oh
Okay,
man, they
let me,
fucking.
let me
I don't
scratch
give a
that
shit.
for my
They're
notebook.
totally listening to the
Look.
wrong group of people.
I'm telling them how it is. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not kissing ass. Like, look, this is messed up, and I'm letting them know it.
If they wanted to fix the game, they could have spent all this time that they're working on stupid melee combos actually fixing the game. The mic bug on PlayStation has been there for fucking ever. You get stuck in block. Like, you still get stuck in block. Can we fix the little problems first?
I
Yeah,
agree
no,
with you there.
They're not even little problems. They're
I
just
agree
like
with you there.
problems
There's
that
bigger-
just go
And here's
on
the other
and
problem,
on and
Cal.
on and on, and they never fix them.
Here's the
All
other
the bugs
problem.
in the forum section, they're just like, oh, you guys could just write all the bugs in there and we'll never fucking do anything about it. Like, go in there and put some fucking hard work and dedication into that stuff instead of, oh, look, now you could go from fucking upside down fucking one-handed kick to fucking focus blast. Woo! Like, that's fucking solving my problems.
Here's the main problem, Count. I love this game. You love this game too. We all like this game. That's why we're even doing this podcast. They need to be careful this year. They had a chance.
They
to
have a
do,
lot of competition coming.
They had an amazing
they're
chance
killing
here
it
to do
right
an
now.
innovation with powers, putting skill points and powers to do something big. We've got Final Fantasy, Diablo 3, Destiny, Elder Scrolls Online. There's a lot of MMO competition.
There's a lot of
And if
competition
they're not
coming.
fixing problems, if they're pissing off the community, if they're doing stuff that's subpar, I don't want this game to die, but they got to watch it this year. They can't be pulling bullshit.
And
They
Armories
just
was a
took
good
the fun
step.
right
I
out
mean,
of their game. Slowing
Yeah,
down
they
the
did.
FPS like that.
I mean, we don't
If
want
you
to have
don't-
to see Rock Hardington playing Final Fantasy 14. I
Oh,
mean,
Well, no,
don't ever play
don't
that.
worry,
What is
come
with
on,
their
Rock.
time?
Come on.
I'd
What
rather
is
go to
with-
Battlefield than that shit.
I know, and I'll be going to Battlefield if this shit
What's with their
fucking keeps up.
timing? They dropped this to disappoint people right in the middle of the Final Fantasy beta. Was that really the brightest idea? To piss people off then?
They were thinking it was so
What
cool that they
Final
were going to
Fantasy
sell.
beta are you talking about?
On
Final
PS4.
Fantasy 14 on PS4. The open beta is
Comes
right
out
now.
in April. Yeah.
Oh, it's a game.
Even a
that's
lot of people
already
on the
out.
forums I was just cruising them aren't too fucking happy about this. This is not getting good feedback.
Oh no.
Yeah,
But then again, I think I did hear him say this is a work in progress. We can
But
choose
yeah,
to
I mean, like
change
Vagrant
things.
said,
They
we
gotta
don't
listen to this
know.
and change their stuff.
This may end up
That's
being
why I've
something.
stayed
Delete it.
silent the whole
This-
time because I
this-
know it's not going to stay the same. So
This would be
there's
the
really
best
no
troll
point.
that you guys
so
ever pulled on us right
mad
there.
about
yeah,
it.
but it'll
but it
stay
makes for a
the
good
same
show,
because we
Vagrant.
say something.
You know what though? It is going to stay the same, and they're going to continue to push this. They're not going to turn around and change it and go back on their word about jump canceling or go back on their word about these combos or
Cool
go
story,
back on
bro.
their word about the power.
What?
I was like, cool story, bro.
See, man, you don't even understand either, bro. Like, I don't know how you don't understand where this is coming from. Like, they're turning this game into the shittiest, slowest, casual game ever. If everything goes back to melee-based raids, it's going to be such a boring, unskillful game. If you could just go in there and melee everything,
All you
that's
gotta
going to be
do-
pathetic.
And it's not even that. I mean, think about Hard Light. Like, think about Hard Light back when it first came out, before you could mod your gear for precision and everything. Hard Light was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I switched to it when it first came out, and that was back when people were looking, things was might.
The only
Yeah, I
time
was
Hard Light
the
was
first day that
actually
shit came
good.
out.
Yeah, the only time Hard Light was really good was when the fan glitch happened. Then everybody wanted to be Hard Light.
Yeah, but
During
so
the
basically,
Gate
you're
era?
saying the game's only fun to play when you can use exploits and glitches. That's kind of what it
Not-
sounds like to me.
No,
You're
the
saying.
way that the
Canceling
combo
stuff
powers
isn't-
work
It's
now,
not
the
a
way,
glitch.
the way gadgets works, the way Hard Light works, the way Rage works, they're all fun powers. You should bring the other powers up to them, not tear stuff down and just nerf everything into the ground like they're
That's
doing.
my thoughts exactly.
Well, they need to speed might up. Like the damage over time ticks are too
I
slow
agree.
for might.
I agree.
Shit is
but
dead.
we're
Like
down.
shit is dead from precision. Like people with precision builds, precision DPS have the shit killed before the might guys can get their ticks in. You know,
But what are they doing with might?
What they need to add
getting
health
worse.
to the ads. I think they need to buff the ads. They need to buff the bosses. Not make them one shot. That's not what I'm talking about. Give them more health. Give everything more health.
I mean, that's
all
a
I'm
great
saying
idea.
is,
Yep.
if it does, I know Vagrant keeps saying it'll change, but if it doesn't, if they go through with this, all that's going to happen is all the people that play those other 3 powers are going to switch to Celestial. They're not going to use their weapons. They're just going to do Smite, Haunt, Retribution, Wither with the occasional Plague combo in there. And then all the people in the forums are going to cry, well, I'm using these new weapon clips. I'm Ice, I'm Earth, I'm Electric. Why can't I beat them? And then they're going to cry to get Celestial nerfed because they're still going to get taken to school. I mean, come on.
It's just all a
And,
big
like-
chain reaction of people complaining about shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
I
man.
have a little faith that since they put it out early like this, they were kind of on the fence of whether it would go over real well with everybody, even though they seemed super enthused about it. So I mean, I think that they might.
Well, they
make
have to
some
sell the
changes.
game.
Yeah, they might make some changes, but I don't think it's going to be anything where it's going to make anybody happy. I mean, because right now it's about 50-50 down the middle. You have like the fanboys that are like, "Oh, this is great," and then you got some people that used to be on their side about everything. I've even read in the forums like,
Right.
"Hey, if you take away my clipping, I'm
Right.
out. See you later." I mean, even there's some people from Odyssey. I seen Stable on the forums was complaining about it too.
Yep.
Like, well, it's like my sub's about to go out in Final Fantasy. I'll see ya.
Well, there was a lot of sarcasm in the live stream chat too. I mean, there always is some, but there seemed to be it was ramped up. Like the sarcasm was ramped up.
Because this is the dumbest idea ever.
It is.
You know, I'm not saying it might not be okay down the road, but I think there might be a better way to like draw to your game than to spend time on this.
Just remember what I said. Everything's going back to melee-based content, and it's just going to be easy mode.
Well, if they do this, they're going to learn their lesson in about 2 months now, because also tied to a DLC, why are premiums going to buy this DLC? It's a small content, doesn't have raids what everybody wants, and now the new system introduced, it's not a power and it's a mediocre system. Their sales are not going to be good on this DLC.
They already have a system that they need to fix. It's called fucking combat mechanics.
Yeah, exactly.
If they worked on that, I got a simple fix for it. Take the immunities away from the PvE things. You know what I
Thank
mean?
God.
Like if the
If
boss
they did that,
counters somebody and
Jesus
takes the
Christ.
immunity away, get rid of the immunities. If the boss counters you, good, he countered you. But he doesn't need to have a permanent immunity the whole entire time from knocking over the healers way in the back when he lunged the tank and not the healer.
Yeah,
That's- immunity
I
should
hate
be
that-
PvP
I hate
only.
that bosses get blue immunity at all, it's so stupid.
They
Right.
need to take that
So
away.
even worse.
Ugh.
It's even worse when you have like Sinestro that's giving
Well,
him
like-
the immunity.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, like,
NPCs
well, right
are
now-
giving them
Yeah,
immunity.
NPCs should not give other NPCs care. You know what I mean?
Well, guys, right now
immunity.
it's glitched, and they're not supposed to have immunity for that damn long. But it hasn't been addressed yet. It's been okay. How long has War of the Light been out yet?
War of the
month
Light's been
now?
out what, about 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 5
Yeah,
weeks.
and that glitch is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Because
They're
they're working
still
on these new
permanent-
mechanics.
They're trying to figure out how to make every damn weapon attack do other shit.
If you seriously want people to go back to using other weapons and shit, make the goddamn, at least like for healers or shit like that, make the damn range attacks a lot less, like the two-handed. You gotta throw that fucking thing, and then you gotta wait for it to come back to you to get the max number of damage on it. Why not do it like dual wield? You throw it out there, one big number. That's it.
Who
The
the
thing
fuck
that gets
uses
Why do you
two-handed?
want to throw that out there for
And-
one hit and then wait for it to come back to hit your second one? Why not just do it once?
That is the problem right there, Rock. Who the fuck uses two-handed? Like, if
That's
you're not
Mac.
going to use it at the... No, not Mac, but Rock said who uses two-handed. If you're not going to use two-handed from the get-go, why the hell would you use the combo into another power?
Right.
So everybody's going to use everything else, so it's still going to be flavor of the month.
It's the way to force
Which one got
people
the
to try to use combos that they don't really care about. I mean, 80% of those combos nobody uses. You know what I mean?
And the
Let people play how they want to play.
Exactly.
Some of them are
practical,
practical,
and then leave it alone.
Some of those combos aren't practical in real battle.
Yeah.
They look good when you're sitting there with a developer sparring target all day long, but when you're getting countered, it's not practical.
You're
And
clipping
that's what
you're clipping weapon combos.
That's why they need to make enemies that aren't NPCs. They need to make those giant enemies like the Paradox Wave boss, because the Paradox Wave boss can't do counter immunities because they can't code it to do that.
He can bring out ads. He can bring out stuff to other stuff.
The reason why we see counter mechanics in PvE is it uses less resources. It means that they don't have to go back and make new, boss-looking enemies.
Right.
And things like that.
Cut
Or,
and paste.
I mean, if they really wanted to, they could just recolor the Paradox Wave boss and then make a new raid around it.
Right.
But let me not give them ideas.
Yeah, it's kind of the cheap way of them making every enemy fight the same kind of mechanic. You know what I mean? So it does. You're right. It saves them resources. It probably saves them memory too, because I know they're tapped. They're tapped on their memory.
I think we can all agree, even with the outlines, and then if you turn down the graphics, you can't see when a fucking boss is blocking. You can't see when they're interruptible. You can't see when they're about to block break you.
Right.
It's hard to see all that shit.
It is hard to see.
Especially with all the DPS powers hitting them. When you're the tank, like I've been tanking a lot lately, and when you're the tank, and like the celestial person does smite the haunt, you have no idea what is going on because you're covered by a big ass cloud.
When you see a whole bunch of fucking Hershey kisses and then fires and then shit like that, there's just no way to see anything.
Who the hell has the Hershey kisses?
Now, you know what? I like the combat mechanics.
Gravity Ball looks like Hershey kisses.
The combat mechanics make it kind of fun to tank. I like it. But the blue immunity shit is bullshit. If you're blocking and I'm fucking block breaking you, you need to get block broken when I'm playing PvE. That's how it should go.
I don't know if it's like it's not a big deal because it's easy, but when is it strike? Which one do you fight? Kilowog right there. And I swear you can never counter him because he constantly has a blinking immunity.
Yep.
No matter
cheap.
what.
It feels cheap.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I feel like if they remove the NPC's ability to block and block break, everything would be fine. Like you could block them and they could, I don't know, do something to you. Like if they removed half of the rock paper scissors system from
I can't believe
enemies,
you're crying for nerfs, Vagrant. Jesus.
No, I hate the counter mechanics in PvE as much as you do. Like
I like the counter mechanics. I don't like the blue immunity, and the one thing I don't like, say the boss is blocking and you go to block break him, he goes from block to fucking lunge faster than fucking anybody can do it ever. If you had a speed hack on PC, you couldn't go from block to lunge.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny? What's even better than that is when you when you counter them, right, and they just get up instantly. They're like, "Oh, you countered me? Nah, dog."
Or when you counter them and nothing happens.
Yeah,
and every single one of the moves they do it doesn't counter you, but it interrupts you and knocks you over. Like, I mean, every swing from everything they do knocks you over. Like a guy with a shield will knock you down, and then you're getting back up, and you didn't even get back up yet, and he'll knock you down again.
Yeah,
like, what? I didn't even stand back up, and you knocked me over.
Sitting on your ass 24/7 while he's having a fucking heyday on you.
So basically, that new thread, Mr. Fresh Gameplay in the chat just said the new thread is called Work in Progress. How much do you think they're going to blow that up? I mean, are we going to be checking that out in the next couple of days?
I mean,
I feel like
this is cool. In general, I feel like this is a cool idea. It just needs a lot of tweaking.
And that's exactly what I put on the forums. Like, I mean, it's an okay idea, but I said, if you guys are going to put this in there, you need to have at least 2 weeks that is on the test server by itself. Just the mechanic, not even the DLC, where people are actually testing that mechanic to make sure that what hand clap to spin whatever doesn't do
doom spin
that does the same damage or more damage than a fast combo like flurry shot to magnum shot or you know,
I feel like,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like a good compromise too could be like if melee weapons could get like only ranged weapon masteries. That way, like technically if you put enough points into like certain weapons, you can strictly be ranged with them, possibly.
Yeah, but it depends on what you can't really go by the weapon in the tree. You have to go by which combo that they're giving you with that weapon. That's the key. Like one of them's rifle, one-handed, and what's the rifle tree for the mastery? It's
I can pull up a picture.
One was like,
one
was
yeah,
like,
I have the picture, but
to something else. Like it was crazy.
One was like overhead slam to flurry from one-handed.
But the one-handed isn't the focus blast. You're not getting anything like that. You're getting what, the backflip or something?
The one-handed does have a focus blast, which is the one I'm worried about. It's focus flash to solar flame.
Well, that's going to be OP as hell, dude.
Yeah, and that who the hell?
That's in the rifle. Well, no, that's not in the rifle tree though. What's the ones in the rifle tree? I know it's one-handed.
Who wants to do focus blast with one-handed with fucking 2,000 precision and all it hits for 300?
Yeah, but then you get solar flame right after that, which is buffed up because.
Well, they're changing holds to be universally. There's no cast time. There's not going to be a charge bar for those anymore.
Oh fuck! Here goes dual wield.
Yeah, the charge bar.
Yeah, they already said that
because they said that it's too server. It has to tap into the server too much.
We all know that dual wield is fucking OP right now. So
yeah.
See what they need to do.
They do that back in the test server.
Basically, this is getting
the charge times the same.
This is getting rid of all the charges. Basically, the charge.
Yeah, they said that it's a server issue and why they can't get that charge time correct.
Right. Because it calls the server. It's a server. Yeah.
Basically, it's like the best way to describe it is like you charge it for 2 seconds, right, on your PC. The server's like, no, dude, you charged it for like half a second.
Right. Right.
Is essentially what happens.
Yep.
And probably for what's happening with dual wield is that the server thinks that you're charging it for way longer. Oh well, that and then it doesn't split like after what is it, 2 targets? Two targets, guys? Yeah, something like that.
No,
but yeah, that's
like
essentially what the server
3.
means it's wrong.
And I've seen it sometimes like that.
Dual wield was perfectly fine. When one-handed was OP, there was nothing wrong with dual wield. And then they nerfed one-handed and changed dual wield back to how it used to be.
You got to remember, they nerfed dual wield before that.
Dual wield was really
ago.
beast. But you could throw dual wield before it was charged, and it would
on
be
that
beast.
test server when Obsidian Chill and Kaiser, the 007 guy, they were both showing how nerfed one-handed was, and then they put dual wield on and they started throwing it. They're like, "Oh no, that's just the test. That's just the test server fragment. That's not what it's going to be like on the live server."
Horseshit.
Welcome to the live server, buddy.
Horseshit. Watch my video I made of that on the test server. I said right there, dual wield's hitting a lot harder.
Exactly. That was the thing. Was like they were showing how
are.
hard it was hitting on the test server, and one of the GMs or someone said it's not going to hit that hard. I think Meps did. He said it's not going to hit that hard on the live server. It's just a test server issue. And then all of a sudden it gets released. Everybody's dual wielding, and it's nothing changed. It's like, are you serious? Like, oh, we didn't change that for the live server. I guess I'm sorry.
And dual wield right now is what's holding Might Powers together. Jesus, you can't take that away.
You're holding on by a thread. It doesn't jump cancel affect nature as well?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
I don't jump cancel anything.
No, you don't need it in nature.
Oh.
Dual wield is awesome with nature right now, though. They better not take it away. That's all I got.
I hope they nerf the shit out of nature so Crappy cries about it.
Dude, it's
Well,
already...
they've nerfed
they're already
everything
doing
but
that.
Celestial at this point.
Anything might based is already broken. So you're pretty much just fucking shit on. Then after the
Nature's
DLC
so bad
drops,
now
if
that
they
I
don't
even
fix
spread
something,
poisons on ads. I just throw dual wield and voracious plants and swarm.
It's going to be everyone's going to be Celestial DPS. It's going to be
like I told Crappy, I'm like, I got a new loadout for Nature DPS. Go fully precision modded, right? Go precision expert all the way. Then you want to use Carnage. You want to use Briar, Impaling Thorns, Voracious Plants, Robot Sidekick, and Swarm. That's it. You're good.
And Briar takes too long. Just throw dual wield at swarm and voracious plants. Fuck that. This game is over.
everyone's going to be canceling out in the raids. Everyone's going to be Celestial. Everyone's going to be overriding.
That's going to be sweet.
Yep. I'm gonna go straight to the iconic power tree, and I'm just gonna use all those. Fuck that, and I'm just gonna sit there and throw dual wield.
Well, I hope they make the tier 6 content hard. I mean, I hope they.
I don't think they're gonna make it hard. I think it's gonna come back to melee, and I don't like melee. I'd like to see more strategies where if you get near the boss fucks you up, so it's hard. I don't
Just
like
to-
everyone to be piled on top of the boss, fucking hitting them with swords and shit. Like, come on now. Give us a little bit of a challenge.
Just imagine that, Macabre. You can now you'll be able to actually make heat vision fucking viable. You do all your
Yes.
weapon combo and then you clip it with heat vision. Bam.
Then I'll jump cancel while
Yeah,
it's still
it's-
there.
Yeah, for 5 seconds.
Then I'm gonna come out with the fucking
You
big
can't
old
jump
thirsty
cancel.
boxing
Whoa,
glove.
whoa, jump cancel.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
can,
I'm
it just
talking.
takes
I'm
like 4
talking about
seconds.
until that comes out. I'm not gonna. I'll switch to a power that's irrelevant. Like I'll just go to Earth and I'll use reinforce. That's all I'm gonna use my power bar.
'cause you'll still be able to use jump cancel. Some person will find a way to use clown box to glitch it.
Yep, because I gotta have that because Clown Box is so awesome. I'm
You
gonna
know
lunge in.
somebody's gonna find a workaround with this new. I don't like them adding stuff like. I mean, it's weapon combos. I know I think they're in love with their power combo system right now with the hard light celestial mechanics that they're wanting to extend it out into weapons. I'm just afraid of what this is gonna open up for like glitches and fucking shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lunge in with dual wield and go into Clown Box and just sit there for the rest of the raid. Every boss fight.
Man, I was really hoping it was going to be where you put
I was too.
powers and you really, maybe you have like every skill point you put in like a power, you get like a 1%, 2%, increase. That would be smarter to me because there's
maybe
more might
DLC
powers than precision. So might
maybe
could get a
DLC
buff to
11.
compete,
Maybe DLC 11, just because, I mean, this is coming with DLC 10. Maybe we'll get a power version of it in DLC 11. One can
That's
hope.
what I'm hoping, Vagrant. I'm hoping it's,
like I said, like I'm in the middle about this. Like I'm eager to see it just because I want to see, new mechanics being introduced.
right.
But like, just
I'm kind of
I'll
on
have
the
to
fence
wait and
about it
see.
too, really. I mean, I don't know.
I can't wait to see all the exploits in PvP for it, and then when they all start complaining.
Yeah, well,
I'm telling
that's people that don't understand counter mechanics. Like, oh, he hits so hard, even though it's blockable.
It's not even that. It's wait till you see that first like backflip to pulse beam, and that's gonna just start the crying. Oh my God! He was hitting me, and then he block broke me. I'm done.
Oh, and you see what Mr. Fresh fucking put in the chat.
Are you
Now they're
talking
gonna
about
be
the
selling,
Total Recall kits?
They're going to be selling recovery kits in the
Oh,
marketplace.
he ruined it. I had that planned. I had that planned to talk about that later. The total recovery kits.
Well, we'll talk
That's a
about
nice
that
little
later,
money grab. Every time they release a new tier of gear, people, even if they're $1 a piece, people are going to be spending $10 to get all their mods back, to get all their bytes back.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
let's just
nice
say
little
this
money
for
grab there.
More
50
money.
cents to $1, they put every style on the marketplace so we can get our sharpshooter pants.
I don't
That'd be
need the
beautiful.
sharpshooter pants. I
Well,
need
you
the
see, why
sharpshooter
stop
pants.
there?
They
Why
also-
stop there? Do style packs? They're putting the amenities
Exactly,
in there,
that's what I'm
apparently.
saying.
Just
I
put
was
everything
gonna
in the
say,
marketplace. Why are you
amenities.
stopping there?
Yep.
Let's just buy all the skill points. Fuck working towards it.
Yeah, they
giving
should have a
everybody-
feed
Yeah, there's
pack
no reason
on-
to play the game anymore. Just
$50 to get the speed feet in the new raids. I don't even
No,
have
no,
the new
that's
raids. I
genius.
want the feet points right now.
That's genius. Have a
$50.
feet pack. You buy it for like $250, and you can lock any 5 feats you choose.
they're selling base amenities on the marketplace now
Put
too.
feet packs in there with feet tokens.
Yep. I
There.
mean, the base amenities are easy. They're not. They're pretty easy to get.
It's basically to allow you to skip home turf.
Yeah.
If you get that, you don't have to buy home turf technically.
Yeah. Well,
This
the people
game
that
is just
didn't
like
buy
base-
the
much
premiums that didn't buy the home turf is feeling left out. They're bitching about base amenities. So, it's a chance for them to just to grab a lot of money from premiums.
Yeah.
If you're gonna if you're premium and you're gonna go that route, and do all this microtransactions, just subscribe to the damn game.
Yeah, I don't really
You know?
care about the recovery kit or the base amenities. I'm just like, hey, that's new stuff. I don't really care about it because I know I'm not gonna buy it. It's gonna support the game, I guess. It
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
to me.
that doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I think they need a plan. They need a total recovery plan.
They won't do that.
Oh, I know.
Just wait till they throw you the
You know what I
curveball.
thought that they were gonna do when they removed or basically made those colas in the Prometheum lockboxes super fucking rare? I thought they were gonna convert those to plans so we could craft those.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would. But just wait till they throw you the curveball and they got the They're like, oh yeah, tier 6, yeah, 24 bytes to craft a mod.
No. No, they're gonna give you the plan that's gonna self-destruct after you've crafted 5 items.
And it one-shots you in the Hall of Doom.
Pretty
that
soon
would
you'll be
ruin
able to
my
buy
business.
fucking.
It's
This
self-destruct.
plan is gonna
Fucking
self-destruct in
marketplace.
5 seconds.
Self-destructs, yeah. Would that suck? You get a next plan, and you can only use it for like 100 colas or some shit, and then you had to get it again or something.
Well, that would
That would
fix
ruin
the,
my
the
business.
creation
That'd be
feature, right?
terrible.
Well, no, that would make you have to run a lot more, so you have to store up on those plans, bro.
What the fuck? I already run, dude. How much more can I run,
I was
dude?
gonna say he
All
already
day, every day.
he plays a
This
shit
Rock
ton.
is
Rock is
job,
the luckiest
sir.
motherfucker too.
Yeah, I
Fuck
was
you,
gonna
hate
say,
running with you.
DC
He gets all
just
the rings.
makes you want to love the content in the game so much that you're just like, oh, I can run this like 3 or 4 more times today.
Yeah, Crappy just brought it. Hey, Crappy just brought up a good point of Vagrant. I don't know if you don't know Rock Hardington. Tell him about your experience with getting Rings of Omnipotence. Rock, go ahead. Go ahead, talk about it.
They just keep giving them to me.
I guess they gave. He didn't think he had enough. They gave him 2 rings for his hands and 1 for his cock.
That mother. Oh, he's got
Nice.
the. You got the cock ring of Omnipotence now, Rock. Really?
Uh-huh.
This motherfucker has 3 rings of Omnipotence, Vagrant.
Nice.
Hey, you know what that cock ring was for? Banging his DC girlfriend Kaiser.
You know
Actually,
what?
now,
That has to
my
die.
DC girlfriend is Scrubby. It's already been decided.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dude, he's cheating on you, Kaiser. You better
Wait,
get
It's
it.
over,
man.
Kaiser.
Wait, Scrubby. He's got scrub
Yeah.
bucket? Go ahead. I wish you all the luck.
Fucking over.
Just be careful. If it's scrub bucket, he's had the thing for Count's wife, so
Yeah, all he does is talk about my wife. I think he knows who I am. I'm not sure who he is.
That's my
but-
alternate account. My fault.
Oh, you bastard. Bastard. He's talking about my wife's ass in the chat earlier.
Rock
I'm like,
and
really?
Puppet. Who knew?
I just
didn't
can't
know
believe
either.
all
I
the
didn't know.
retarded changes that have been happening lately.
Hold on.
I think my gaming room might have a bug in it or something, man.
Yeah,
There might
no
be like
shit. The NSA.
there might be a video camera somewhere hidden up in the light bulb or some shit. I don't know. Oh man.
DC Universe is on a downward spiral.
The armory. They were on a good path with the armories. The
They
armories
were,
are
man.
awesome.
I dig the armories.
Yeah,
I
the
think the
armories
armories
are
are a
fucking
fucking
awesome,
awesome
so-
idea.
We'll just have to see how it is. I mean, I'm not going to cry the sky's falling yet. You know what I mean? But
I think if you're premium or a free-to-play player and you're on the forums complaining, they should just delete everything you say because you don't fucking support the game. You get no input. For real. Like, why should you
that,
get...
that would be interesting if they had
Why
a log
should you
for
get
the
some
forums
fucking
where
input
only
and ruin the game for
legendary
the people
put in?
who pay for the fucking game?
They say punished power spammers. I can't keep up. Oh, what's that in your forward signature? Oh, you're a combat rating 90-50 skill point. Yeah, that could be a problem.
And
I don't
if you
think power
can't keep
spamming,
people
like,
powered up now, like, you suck. Like, for real. Like, it's not that hard.
They have a good point. They should just have a section of the forums where you have to sign in that only legendary members can post in.
Really, just like in the testing feedback for the test server. I can't post in the test server shit because I don't have the test server.
I mean, and that'd be nice if they changed that because, I mean, even though we can't do it, I can understand that they don't want people to flood it with, like, with bullshit pretty
You know
much.
how much spam that would cut down on the
Yeah.
forums if the free-to-play and freemium people weren't fucking in there just shouting off all the time? They don't support the game. They don't contribute money. And if they do, they contribute fucking $10 and they bought a DLC or something? Like, for real, the people who play Legendary pay it every fucking month. Those people are the people who are buying
I
tons
pay
of
for
replay
both.
badges.
I pay $14.99 a month for the test server, and I'm paying $9.99 a month for the regular game.
You know how much I fucking paid? Players like me and Rock and everybody and like you guys, we fucking cater so much to this game and give them so much fucking money. And where's our voice here in the community? We have no voice. It's
You get
all the
shut
fucking
down.
premium people.
Well, I know Rock spends a lot of money. How many replays did you buy, Rock?
The last sale, I bought 12,000 replays.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Look at this
How many?
guy.
Wait. How many replays do you have now?
A little under 3,000.
It should be like
Jesus
stock. It
Christ.
should be like stock. Since he bought that much, he should like own half the damn company.
by that much? He's probably part owner already.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they should give people that spend that
He's
much money
Huntsville's
an extra
boss.
perk. There's
That
no
was a
doubt.
good hit.
Oh, you mean like the utility belt?
There you go. Oh, yeah, we need Rock being more
they can't-
overpowered. Give him that fucking epic utility belt now. Yeah,
Yeah, no shit.
okay.
You expect his character, he's all
Jesus
gold.
goddamn Christ, really?
You know what I hate about the utility belt? Why I got to pay for the slots on it? I fucking own the goddamn
I
belt.
hate that, dude.
Okay,
I
so
hate
then,
it.
guys,
paying for the stuff. Paying for the
there's an
stuff to
update
keep up
on
my
the
base.
on the forums. Spittle just posted that for weapon mastery, roles are gonna get possibly something. He's asking the players to give them an idea of what weapon mastery should do for each role. He
They
said,
should let us jump cancel.
well, what he's saying,
So
what he's
like
saying
extra
is
fight as a
essentially
troller.
Well, here it's
some things like that.
That's
He's saying
easy,
what
Vagrant.
each one should do.
you
Vagrant,
go.
that's so easy of a question. I'll spill it out to them right now, and I can't believe that they can't come up with this. Maybe they can. If you're in healer role and you're successful at getting one of those combos off, get a buff for 10 seconds in your fucking crit healing.
There you go.
If you're a
There you
fucking
go.
controller, get a buff in your crit, your power chance back crit. You know
No,
what I
it would
mean?
be better. It would be better if it was like an instant power dump, an extra.
That would be
instant power dump or
perfect.
something
Make it
that.
like a proc. Make it go off like a weapon proc. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you go.
but
Get so
That'd be
much,
perfect.
then you get a chance to go power back to the group, or
Yeah, exactly. That is the easiest question in the world. I mean, that's
How would they do?
Now,
What do you
how
think they
would
would
you
do for
do-
tanking? Like an
yeah.
extra shield or something?
yeah, a shield pops, or you get a buff in your a health buff or something.
I'd say
can't
the
rage
absorption
crash.
damage.
Can't rage crash.
You know, you're all saying these great ideas, but they listen to the wrong people on the forums. It's
Exactly.
likely to just be something stupid.
Right.
Exactly. They're listening to the freemium
You get a
players.
blue immunity.
Hey,
And
Rock,
for anyone that denies
Yeah.
that idea,
who is your
I mean,
just
think
beast?
about it. He made two snide remarks that just confirm it during that podcast.
Scrumpy.
One, he said clipping is essential for endgame content for now, kind of meaning that they were going to nerf it further. And then that little comment for trollers, like, what? I guess trollers just will have something else to do than just give power all the time. Stop listening to the forum trolls.
I know, for real.
But
Nobody.
they're like, hold on, I've got to do my weapon combo. I can't give you power.
I got a
That's
crowd
bad.
control. That's the tank's job. Get off it.
Uh-oh, fucking D-murder. Got too many D-murders in the game as it is.
I'm gonna mod my shit dominance and precision.
Oh,
Mike.
Like,
shit.
he doesn't actually listen to players that know what they're talking about. Like, I don't see why they listen to all these retarded people. Like, that
don't
just
know.
proves how much they know about their game. Because when I go on there and I read something, I'm like, this dude's a jerk off. What the fuck is he talking about? But they come on there and they're like, oh, the trolls are having a hard time powering people. No, just the 20 assholes on the forums, dude. Not the people who actually play the game.
See, and the problem is they're the 20 assholes that are on the forum all goddamn day long while we're
Mhm.
playing the game.
All day long. And it seems like there's a lot of people that are against clipping and against fucking people power spamming, but it's only the same few people over and over and
And I'll
over
bet
on the
half of them
forums.
don't even play no more. It's people that didn't want to clip and they stopped playing the game and they're still coming on there just trying to ruin it for everybody else because they're still mad.
I'm not against
people that-
clipping, but I am against using a broken mechanic to be able to clip with. I'm against that. Like, fix
Yeah,
that
well,
shit.
well,
but I
that's
don't mind
fine.
clipping
Like,
in the game. I mean,
Jump
it's,
clipping isn't a broken mechanic.
I'm talking about
It's been
phase
around-
dodge. I'm talking about something
Oh.
like phase dodge.
I'm not even talking
Let's
about
not
phase
get- let's
dodge
not get
anymore.
back into
Oh,
Whatever.
I
that.
know. I'm just saying, but you know.
Okay, so if they're gonna slowly nerf clipping down to the ground, they're gonna slowly buff the fan for hard light then, so it takes more than just one thing,
Right?
right?
The fan would
Good
have
luck.
to hit more than one time if you're going to stand there during that fan animation.
I
Just
can
imagine,
see
yo,
maybe them
Puppet, just imagine if you have to stand there through the animation of Plasma
Oh,
Wretch.
I'm already
What the
waiting. I'm
fuck?
already waiting for it. I'm like,
You're
I
gonna-
gotta-
you're gonna
I'm
actually
broken
have
right
to-
now.
You're gonna actually have to pop hard light shield or your redirected rage before you do plasma wretch.
Oh.
You can't clip out of it with anything. The only way you could get out of Plasma Wretch, I tried to clip it with consumables. You can't get out of Plasma Wretch unless you jump cancel. That's the only way to get out of it.
Hard light's going to be so screwed. You're going to see people running around throwing out the train and Spikequake.
Plasma Wretch lasts so long, it's not even funny
And,
of an animation.
and that's the thing about hard light too, is you can't even do whip thrash because PvP mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to do ram whip hard light and hope nobody's blocking.
No, you're gonna have to do like ram snap trap. That's it. And you're gonna
Ram
gotta
snap
wait-
trap
you gotta
fan
wait.
and wait for the fan to end.
I'm gonna do ram snap trap into power fucking.
Well, listen, it'll work out perfect because by the time you're done fucking waiting for the fan to fucking stop, RAM will be cooled down. Fucking retarded. You know, you're gonna put a cooldown on every power? That's dumb.
My fat ass can't dunk now. My fat ass has a hard time going up the fucking stairs now. But
I
anyway.
mean, the only thing I could think of it being
Sorry.
beneficial to powers would be like the ones that were, you know, like mental and things like that, where you got time in between a couple powers. You know what I mean? Where you could throw something in there, but then that's going to make them overpowered compared to the rest.
I think mental and nature will be really strong because they don't have any goofy jump cancels or anything.
So then the top 3 are gonna be celestial, nature, and mental.
Yeah, I
No,
think even
no, the top
Celestial
Mental.
be a little nerfed because you won't be able to smite haunt retribution wither as quick.
You got to add a 4th to that.
Yeah,
top
you'll
floor.
add a little. They're gonna add a little bit of time to do.
You're gonna
that.
have to do. You're
Yeah.
gonna have
Fire?
to do like smite haunt retribution wither and then plague divine light and then start back over. But that's fucking super beast if you're doing that anyway. You know that's crazy shit compared to what everybody else is gonna be doing.
You guys forgot about ice with these new moves. Ice melee DPS will be up there because they just throw the reflect in between everything.
Oh,
and
but
just
how
go-
are you gonna spam all those powers that you need to spam with ice? Ice DPS is a lot of fucking snowball.
No, you're
gonna-
resonating
keep up
You're
gales
gonna do
spam.
your melee loadout. You're not even gonna do snowball. You're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
jump
just
up there with
gonna-
fucking with the bitter winds and shit with Winter Tempest out there and just jump right in there with reflect and fucking swing
Just
away.
keep your barriers
That's right,
up.
my
Flip your
fucking
weapons with a
flamethrower
barrier.
to pulse beam.
You're gonna be a DPS spec'd as a tank, or not like skill point spec, but like power spec.
You know, like
Watch.
nature melee DPS would be really beast too. You just put your poisons out and they never end. Just go to town.
You gotta get the poisons
It's
up
funny.
first.
They're
But
gonna
then
do
again,
both.
you're never gonna get those poisons out because everything will be dead.
They're going to be doing this whole combo revamp, and everyone's still just going to be throwing dual wields and doing rifle grenades.
You know how much work this is taking? So much more work than if they just brought the other powers back up in the line.
I know they could just do a few adjustments and buff all the other powers. It doesn't
I
even
just
need to be a
hope
revamp. Just change value.
this isn't the big selling point of the new DLC. You know what I mean?
This is the mechanic.
Yeah,
and I think
mean,
the only
I
reason
hope.
they're going to get away with it is because of Tier 6. A new tier being introduced is the
There
only
you
reason they're
go.
going to get
There
away
you
with
go.
it.
Yeah, a new tier will. People will have to get that. You know what I mean?
If we're back in the Gates era where we could fucking melee everything, it's over. Fuck DC if that happens. That's all I'm saying.
So we can see a crappy heals on Final Fantasy?
No, I'll
Get
just play
the
Battlefield.
Hell yeah, Crappy
Me,
and
Crappy
Rock,
Heels, Rock Hardington, and
Chocobo,
Johnny Depp can be friends.
Chocobo, Johnny Depp for the win.
I ain't running
don't like
chocoboners.
Final
Get the
Fantasy.
fuck out of here.
I don't know.
Well,
it's
you
not
can do that all you. We got Macabre. Macabre will play it with us.
You
Wait, I
should
don't
see.
play
You
Final
should see
Fantasy.
BCD play Final Fantasy. He goes, "Man, I'm high as fuck, and I still don't understand this game."
Just imagine DCD when this comes out.
Who's playing
I'll-
Final Fantasy right now?
We
I'm
are.
explaining this to
We
be
are.
Oh, I've been playing it.
It's good.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, that's
I-
good. It's the slowest.
It's good
fucking
because it's
gameplay
a
ever.
standard MMO. There's nothing special about it, which I might not renew my subscription just because it's very standard.
At least they
I
have
just
their
got it on the
netcode
PC.
down
I'm
on,
gonna get it on the PS4 when it comes out.
At least they
least
have
they-
their what, Kaiser?
At least they have their netcode down on the PS4.
Oh, that
DC
game runs.
still has lags and jumps. That game's been smooth as hell.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they got a huge company back and it's Square
Yeah.
Enix. They're not gonna fuck up twice. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah.
plus it's cross-platform. I like the cross-platform.
It screwed it up big time the first time it came out.
Is
Yeah.
it cross-platform?
That's-
Yeah,
But I'm
Final
slow
Fantasy
with
players
this.
are going to be able to play PC players and PS4 players at the same time. Why can't we play
Oh, I
DC
might be
players?
able to play with you guys.
Yeah, you can
if
play
I
with
keep
us,
my
right? Yeah.
subscription.
Yeah.
That might be something I do then.
Well,
Oh,
why
no.
can't
are
we
you
play
sure?
the players on
I mean-
PC?
Well, first
I
off,
siege
I
that
don't
was
want you
so
slumming it,
fucked up.
bro. Hey,
Fuck
Vagrant,
outta
I don't want you slumming it, man. I mean,
First off, Final Fantasy 14 is a tab target system, which means it's
yeah.
combat slow. It's very
Slow.
strategical. It's very
Boring.
tactical.
Yeah.
DC has the action combat, which is what makes players go to it, which is why it's so freaking hard to get it right.
Yeah, but now it's going to be slow as shit.
Because
Galaxy.
That's why a lot of people like DC.
We didn't leave
But I
Galaxy.
was gonna
action.
say, if you just let players go crazy, then it's a huge Zerg fest. There's no reason to move your character when you're doing a combo, shit like that. It'll be like, oh, he's about to like punch me in the face. Well, if I'm in a tank, I'm just gonna pop that shield and do nothing at all. That's why they try and add depth with combat mechanics and stuff. But the lag just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And that's why everybody hates it.
Right.
Picture this game if everybody was just standing there doing mass debt when you were a DPS. How fucking boring would that be? You just stand there over and over.
You just
and
don't.
have
You
to
can't
move
stand
every once in
there.
a while.
In Final Fantasy, you just can't stand there, dude.
Sounds like World of Warcraft. Sound like that's all the other standard MMOs. You're sitting there casting stuff.
They're just
I mean, yeah,
boring to me.
move.
I mean,
You gotta move and stuff like
You
that.
still got to move.
they seem like really good games because people get stuck on them, but it's just not my type of game. I mean, if you want to play it, I'm down with that. But like me personally, I like more fast-paced action. You know, so I'll
I
never
can
play
understand
one of
that.
them.
Yeah, the targeting really is like a turn off to me on that game. Because I mean, you know, it wouldn't even be too bad if I could just click a button to whatever was close to me. But I gotta sit there and it's like, oh, there's 30 people in front of me. Hold on, let me hit the D-pad.
Well, you
45
got
times
for
to get
one,
to
you
the
got to
one
slow
that's
your
next.
trigger finger down, man. If
Yeah.
you start even touching that trigger finger while you're trying to target, it's going to screw everything up, dude.
You know what's hilarious though? Final Fantasy 14 has such a bad targeting system. Like I'll try and target something that's right in front of me, and it'll be like really old DC days where it's like, oh, you meant that like guy that's like 45 yards away, right?
Yeah.
And he happens to be, and it lets
You
you
meant that
target,
box in the back of the room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it lets you
that's-
target the people that are like, friendly NPCs too. So they'll be fighting with you, and it's like, oh, do you want to talk to Jim? No, hell no, I don't want to talk to Jim. I want to shoot the guy that's beating the shit
It's
out of me.
hilarious. I mean, DC still has problems with targeting sometimes, but it's gotten better. It's just hilarious that it used to be like that.
Dude, back in the day, a guy could be punching you in the face on DC, and you would
And
like
it's
say
like-
say you were light and you used a light clause. You'd fucking jump to the side of the room.
Right.
To fucking
Yeah.
absolutely
That
nothing.
shit
Like
is
really, this
annoying.
dude is.
It was so
touching
bad.
me,
It was
and I
so
lunged
bad
over.
in PvP though. It was so bad in PvP because
Yeah.
you'd be
Yeah.
like, I'd be like doing Ace Chemicals, and I'd be like right near, like the catwalks where it's got that healing barrel all the way up there, and it'd be like, oh, you want to hit that, right? So my character would like lunge and not make that like lunge. So he'd be like sitting on the rail for a second, and I'm like, oh my fucking gosh.
I went
While the other guy's just wailing on me, and I'm like, thank you, DC.
I went to fucking go and smash into that Sunstone Crab into the FOS 1 raid, that little crab guy, and fucking ended up in Outer. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
It's probably because they have all those maps connected to save space.
Yeah.
But-
You ever notice they're like the same layout with the new paint job? It's like, whoa.
Yeah. That's why I can't. That's why like I'm always excited for a new DLC that isn't like operation focused, because we all know that's like, or at least we're gonna see some new scenery. Like, thank God.
Right.
Which is why I'm kind of interested to see if they'll do duo-based operations with this one, since it's supposed to be small
right.
focused and it's reusing Gotham's.
Well, they'll have an alert. They'll have an operation where you're out in Gotham.
But I want to see some Operation Duos. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Not
be
gonna
bad.
lie.
Yeah, that wouldn't
That
be
would
bad at
fun.
all.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, how about Cersei on the forum just posted the thread and it's
Oh
locked
god,
already.
oh god, oh god,
It's
oh god.
locked already.
Seriously?
How
locked.
many pages did they get to? One?
She has a good point. She says, anyone else notice how every single one of these threads in work in progress is about money in the marketplace? Like, she got a good point. See, as soon as you come up with a good point, bam, that shit's closed.
You know
No,
what? You know
for
what?
that,
I'm gonna
I
give her
just want to
props
delete.
because that's the only good thread I've ever seen her post.
It really is. I said, I couldn't believe it's already locked. 31 replies, it's locked. Meps just locked it.
And that's probably why they had to lock.
Because
it.
they're catching
Honestly,
a
that was-
shitstorm
that-
over all this, and they're probably pissed.
They're just like, oh fuck. But yeah, that's pretty funny.
Everybody just needs to go to the forums and write how stupid it is to fucking do away with jump canceling and adding cooldowns to every single power. Everybody,
It's not
see,
a cooldown.
the people that
They're not adding
don't,
cooldowns.
Where are you getting that from?
They're not adding cooldowns.
they're adding a second cooldown to all the powers.
No, they're not.
No.
They're hinting toward it. You didn't hear that?
I didn't.
Don't-
Someone else brought it up to me, but I didn't hear it myself watching.
God,
Are you
Jen's
talking about?
Jen's
Are
is
you talking
totally
about the
hinting toward that.
universal 1 second that they're adding?
Yeah.
Because they're making all powers cast time 1 second
No, they're
that have
adding.
like long
He
animation.
hinted toward adding cooldowns
I didn't get that. I'll rewatch it.
Are you talking about a global cooldown? A global cooldown would, that would suck.
for all powers.
Yeah,
for
global
everybody.
cooldown would
that's
fucking
what I'm
wreck
talking
it,
about
dude.
then.
He was
You know what
he
a
was
global-
hinting towards something like that, and it'll make it easier on the trolls. I forget his exact words.
You can't
but-
have a global cooldown in a
Don't
game like
add
this,
a
Vagrant.
cooldown.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
The game is going to slow down way too much if they do it.
Yeah.
It's probably because he didn't say global cooldown, which is a universal term for all MMOs.
Right.
Global cooldown means when you use a power, all
All
of your
other powers are
go
affected.
on like a 1 second cooldown.
Right.
No,
That
he
would
didn't.
be
I don't think he
strong.
meant that. He was more aiming it at all the powers. You're not going to be able to spam powers like Gauss Grenade. Gauss Grenade is an instant cooldown. Gauss Grenade isn't going to be an instant cooldown when they're done with it. They're going to do something like that.
Well, I mean,
That's
he
what he
said
was
you're
hinting
still going to be
toward.
able to, if you clip now, if you're a clipping player, he said, you're still going to be able to clip. They're not
For now.
It's not affecting
For
that.
now.
But
Okay, what about the more insane powers? Like if you clip something at the end of one of these new combos, they said it's going to power up to 3 times crit. What if you take something like fire and its normal detonate, which can hit 5,000 or 6,000? You're gonna have people doing a stupid combo, clipping the end with detonate and getting a 20 to 30,000 shot, just wrecking crap.
Nerf that.
Nerf fire.
Nerf detonate right now because that's going to happen.
Nerf fire.
Nerf detonate.
Hashtag Nerf fire.
Fuck y'all. Fuck out of here.
That would
Talk about
be, that would
fire
be
like
like
that.
that would be like one of the good things that Fire's gotten in a while, though.
And they'll take away the cast time too on mass detonate. They want to get rid of all the charge times. Hell, you can hit a whole mob for 30,000.
Yeah, we'll have to
That's a
rewatch.
balanced
I'll have to
DPS.
rewatch that crap because I'm not sure he said anything about
Vagrant-
cooldown.
So Vagrant,
I caught it,
you talked
and
about-
Obsidian Chill caught it too, and probably other people did. I watched his vid, and he caught it too.
when you guys are all talking about I seen where he says the 1 second, cast time or animation time for all powers. I mean, is that going to mean, like charge up powers like that, like telekinetic?
Yeah,
bolt?
everything like that has a long ass
Yeah.
like cast time. It's all gonna be sped up to where it's 1 second, so you can clip it faster.
How about powers like Briar and Vine Lash? Are they going to
they'll-
reduce all powers?
every single power in the game, by the way he described it, is gonna be sped up if it's slow.
If
Everything
it's
that's
longer than
that-
1
that's all-
second, it's going to
Yeah.
be 1 second.
it's gonna be 1 second.
Somebody said
anything
the
that's
first 10
currently
posts on
fast-
the forums are already locked.
I was gonna say though that everything that is currently fast, that is like less than 1 second, I think is not gonna be changed at all.
There's really
You know,
not too
'cause-
many things that are that quick.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
you-
everything that's slow is gonna be sped up, so you can clip with it. Is what he.
Yeah.
It sounded like he wanted to do with that.
Like phase dash.
Basically, they're saying if you're a power spammer, you can keep being a power spammer, but it's giving players an alternative way to play the game to try to get as much damage out as the power clipping people. It's
That's why I
basically
feel
saying
like-
you can either be weapon based or you can be power based.
And I'll definitely have to see that because I mean, if they make it to where I can go back to mental and cast a mass levitate or whatever, whatever the hell that move is I never
Well,
used, and
the
then a
way that their
TK bolt
current
in 2 seconds, I'm down with that.
the way that their current formula works is how fast a cast or the animation is how much damage is.
Yeah, but that's
basically
broken.
equated.
There's way many. There's powers that do so much more damage in the time.
Like mass debt is beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like TK
Yeah.
Bolt is not.
Yeah, it's like trash.
Sometimes you get good hits, and then other times you're like, well, I just wasted 3.5 seconds for fucking
There's
1,000.
a bunch of powers that the formula just doesn't make sense. You'll
Right.
get just random ass damage.
Right.
Makes no sense. You'll be like, all right, so that hit 300, and then all of a sudden you'll get like a 1500, and you're like,
They
why
need to
did it
go
hit
back and look at all
1500?
of that. Look
Well,
at the
I say that specifically because sorcery's like that a lot. I'll be
Right.
like, why is transmutation only hitting like 500, and then all of a sudden it'll be hit like 1600s like back to back? I don't understand some powers.
Yeah, I'd like to see their numbers on how they determine what the range of numbers a certain power hits for.
And before I get a couple comments, yes, I know Red Soul Aura and Bad Karma are like, in that, but I'll be like, I'll either have both of them or none of them at all, and I'll still hit random damage all the time.
Yeah, some of their numbers are too random.
Yeah, I'd like to
stuff.
see it.
They really need to go back and just look and see, check their formulas and see if they're all
Right.
matched up correctly. Because well, first off, we both know the might and precision formulas. They need to go back.
Especially with like electricity. When you cast like electrocute,
I
it's
never see
capped.
electricity, man.
Yeah.
I never see electricity.
Yep.
It almost makes me want to play electricity because I never see it.
Yep.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't
but
do
say
it.
ask Kaiser, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
No, it's not just me. Like we have, you all know Berserk. We have him in our league. He tops or comes in second on DPS all the time. He's really competitive. He switched to electric. He was third place and got doubled. I mean, even BCD was beating on him. I mean, it's that bad. You have one of the best people around, and
No, wasn't
and
that
he's
you?
got a lot of might,
Wait,
and it just
that
makes
wasn't
him get
Berserk.
doubled
That was
by
you.
everybody. Like, come on.
Wait,
No,
that,
Pixar
electricity
just too
is
low.
decent if
that
you
didn't
know how
happen to
use it,
Berserk,
man.
Kaiser. That happened to you, not Berserk.
I tripped. No.
Is
So
Berserker
we
is
ran
Berserk
Nexus-
using his?
We ran Nexus without you count that day that you were running with Crappy and Rock. He got doubled, dude.
Oh, okay.
Is Berserk using shocks loadout?
I don't know what it was. I just know electricity.
Yeah,
does
he's
not,
using the polarization PI loadout.
It doesn't
Yeah.
scale well. My
Yeah, you're cutting
With
out.
tag bolt?
You're cutting out, Kaiser.
my
You
bad.
sound like a
That's all right.
douchebag.
If you're electricity, you'll never keep up with Light Celestial or Rage the way they are now. No way. You get fucking a new asshole torn. You can't even keep up with fucking, I don't even know, ice and like electricity or I mean electricity and earth kind of seem the same to me. You could rock out with electricity and you could rock out with earth too, but it's just maybe not earth anymore.
So hey, update 34 comes out tomorrow. Jens Anderson freaked me out when he said update 35 on accident for green auras. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I got to wait another one, but I guess didn't they say update 34 is dropping tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
I think he also said that DLC 9 Amazon Fury was coming soon.
Wow, look at all the locked threads. Holy shit.
DLC
There's so
9.
many.
Yeah.
There's so
Go
many.
ahead, count. Go ahead, count. Start reading the patch notes off the forums. Isn't that what's cool in podcast?
I'm making a
That's
thread
the wrong.
right now.
That's the wrong podcast. I mean, I'm going to be putting some videos up of me soloing the Earth duos here soon. I guess.
Oh hell yeah! I've been waiting.
That's some new. That's some new shit, man. Nobody's seen that.
No, I'm ready for it.
Anyway, inside joke. Sorry. Oh man.
I'm
I'm-
titling the thread by the look of all the locked posts. It looks
It's
like
not
nobody
going
likes
well.
the new
That's an
DLC.
inside joke count.
Yeah.
Hey, how many locked
Hashtag
locked
Trucks is
threads
for
are there?
kids.
How many locked threads are there, Krabby?
Oh my god, hold on, let me go back.
Are you
1,
trying to add to that
2,
number? Because you
3,
know that's gonna be a
4,
lot. They'll
5,
probably just
6,
delete your.
7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 just on the general page.
My God, yeah, they'll just delete yours. They're like, oh, there's crappy heels. Delete.
They hate
This
me,
should
man.
be a sign to them that the community is not happy.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 10 locked threads.
I
on
don't
the
know what to say to that. That's
Hey.
true.
It's going to be an interesting day in the office tomorrow
Yeah.
for them. Like,
Larry
holy
Liberty to like,
shit.
yeah. So Jens, we're gonna have to ask you to step down.
Here's another one that's gonna get locked. Weapon mastery mechanics suck.
Dude, yeah.
I'm thumbs up in that shit.
For one,
Thumbs
I've just
up.
thrown out the chance of ever getting Jens Anderson on the show. I've fucking thrown that out the window today.
Listen,
They're still
when
mad.
we've come-
when him and Meps and everybody are on the level of the people who actually play the fucking game, then they could be on the show. But they're just a bunch of fucking unskilled forum junkies right now.
Oh, Lord.
Seriously.
Oh, no.
damn.
For real, if you're gonna take advice from those people, you're not in tune with your game.
Yeah.
Hey, let me go ahead and just warn you, Crappy, that they have a real hard on for just you coming on and being like, oh, error code 444. Contact.
I don't care if they ban me. I
Hey,
don't
you'll be
give a
like, why
shit.
am I banned? Oh, we can't tell you.
I'm just saying.
Listen, They're
Well,
not.
I mean,
in
that's what
tune
we
with
do
their
on our
game.
show.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of sit there and tell it like it is. Everyone has their own opinion, and a lot
Oh,
of
that's
times
my opinion.
it's not in favor of the game. A lot of times our opinion isn't. So
You're the freedom of speech podcast.
there you
Mark.
go. I mean,
I don't fucking cater to nobody.
we could get on here and kiss ass all day long, like, you know, But
I'm not gonna fucking.
that's not what we. Yeah, that's not what we do.
I think the consensual opinion at this point is they need to change who they're listening to. They need to look at the forums, and they need to look
They need
at.
to not look at the forums. That's their problem. They need to not. If they did a couple things that I fucking said, but God forbid you put common sense into your fucking game. Listen to the people who are legendary who support your game.
Crappy Universe Online.
Hell yeah.
You know, the least they could do is take each of those people that post in the forums and like, let's see how much their weighs. This person's complaining that this is too hard. Wait a minute. Looking at their account, they're level 30, but they're only like 32 CR with 20 skill points. Yeah, I think it's too hard for a reason.
What I do is when somebody is talking some shit and they're complaining about something, a lot of times people have their YouTube channels linked, and I'll go watch their YouTube videos, and I'll be like, this is why this dude is complaining, because he has no idea how to play the game. Do some research. If you see somebody that's complaining, click on their YouTube link and watch them play the game, and you'll see they have no right to be complaining. They just need to learn and understand the game. They don't need to be crying. Learn and understand. That could solve a whole bunch of shit.
I mean, we got people who can't understand what counter mechanics are or power interactions.
Right.
I know, and those are the people that complain. They wonder why they don't put up the numbers, and everybody's so fucking such a scoreboard riding dick faggot. I fucking hate those people.
Speaking from experience?
No, man, like I play competitive within the league and stuff like that. You know, we bust balls and shit.
I mean, get
like,
shit on every time.
I fucking beat you every time, bitch, at rage.
Get the fuck rage. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I made you change from fire, son.
Oh, we're gonna
Damn.
I made you delete your PvP gear. Get the fuck
that
out
was
of
a
here.
long time ago, and I hate PvP. Like the other day, yesterday I was doing a fucking Mist duo, and I'm just in there casually fucking meleeing, and this dude is in there. And he is, like, I notice he never has any power, and he is trying super fucking hard, and then I notice he's in dangerous, and I'm like, oh, he probably notices crappy heals. His fucking mission is to out DPS me now. I'm not using any power. I'm using Swarm and melee and with fucking dual wield and the occasional fucking Thorn Shield. And this dude never has any power. I got mostly 88 gear, and, like, he's barely beating me. And I just wanted to say in chat, bro, if you're trying that hard and barely beating me, give it up. Like, what the fuck? I'm just playing casual in here. There's no need to be trying super hard. This is an alert, bro. Slow your roll. You know, conserve some power for the troll. There's only one of them in there. Don't be running his ass dry. You know? Like, have some fucking... Be nice. You know?
God,
Fuck.
you're such a saint, Crappy.
No, but like it's just an alert. I go in there, I'm killing stuff fast as shit,
You're
but I'm just playing
schizophrenic,
casual.
Crappy. I don't know.
You know, I know there's only one troll, and he doesn't want to work super hard. It's just a fucking alert, you know? What the fuck? And like he's going off by himself, so he could kill
Save
everything
that scoreboard
by himself.
chasing for the raids. There you go.
And
Just wait till you see the
exactly.
video on YouTube. Yeah, I fucking shit on Crappy heals. Yeah.
And like this dude's going off by himself and getting killed just because he wants to kill shit by himself. Now, if you're gonna go off by yourself, at least don't fucking die.
So
You know,
Rock,
like-
hey Rock, who's the better DPS? You're Crappy. I want to hear it right now.
Overall, me. He beats me, but
Wishes.
overall, dude, are you
You
serious,
could
dude?
never beat me with
You
rage,
didn't beat me
dude.
for 2 years. Get the fuck out of here.
That's because I was always a shitty power, and you were always an awesome
Oh,
power.
blame the power.
Oh.
Blame the fucking power.
Fight
It's
the
not my
power.
fault you were a douche-ass fucking nature for 2 years.
This guy's
Never
fucking-
DPS with it.
This guy's fucking celestial over here talking like he's awesome.
Dude,
And then
I was fire. Get the fuck out of here.
And then he beats my alt that's fucking mental, and my alt got 100 skill points and fucking way less gear.
Get shit on.
I
Get-
still pulled off a couple victories, though. It was hard.
I was trying to start an argument. I'm sorry.
Here you go. Here, throw this one at him, Crappy. Yeah, I don't have 2 rings of omnipotence. I only got 1.
I don't have 3.
Oh yeah, Crappy's only got 1. We feel so bad for you.
Fuck you both.
Well, at least
Rage will
update
never-
34 is
Rage will
coming
never
out
be
tomorrow,
top
so I'll
DPS
probably be on the
again
game
after
tomorrow.
this.
I mean, we burn out the content. I mean, I see some people talking like, "Well, where you been? Why haven't you been playing?" You're taking a little break. We burnt the content out.
It's because you can complete it so damn fast.
Yeah, replays and all of that.
Well, no, what I mean by so damn fast is the raids are like 30
yeah,
minutes.
it's 30, 35 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I agree
alert's
with
longer than the
Crappy
raid.
on some levels, as in like I don't want to be sitting there for 5 hours in a fucking raid, but I wouldn't mind a raid that was at least maybe an hour and a half or something like that. But you never see that anymore.
Well, people can't get along in this game more than an hour and a half. Vagrant.
Yeah, but if you're in a raid, first of all,
Yeah.
if you're in a raid, odds are you're running it with your guild if you're gonna actually fucking succeed. So it would be
what's a guild?
fun to have a raid that was an hour and a half long or something like that.
See, and that
I
could
would
be
like
possible
the raid-
without the bullshit. If they
I'd
make
like
it
the
where
raid to be
it's like-
longer, but not because you nerfed everybody longer, because you actually made the content longer.
Right, make the content.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, make the
Like,
content more epic. Yeah.
I want a raid that's like we're fucking fighting. I don't know, someone fucking huge, and he has like 6 forms or some shit like that. Like, I
Right.
don't give a shit. Like
See,
as
that-
long
that
as
makes
the
me
raid's long,
scared.
challenging.
Like, because they keep like openly saying we're running out of memory like so bad.
Well, they
You
need
know,
to dump the.
and-
I know this is a lot of people are going to take this the wrong way, but eventually they need to get rid of the PS3 for the game to survive. They're going to have to. They're going to have to dump the PS3.
Eventually, yeah.
I mean, that's just logistics. I mean, I'm
Well,
not saying it because I don't
they
like
only
PS3
do
players.
that-
I was PS3 for years, but
They only do that because Sony is like one of the only companies around nowadays that actually supports a old gen system
Right.
for a year or two. Nintendo drops their old console like it's fucking never was theirs. They'll be
Right.
like, "Oh, that wasn't us."
right.
As soon as the new console comes out, and I don't
Yeah,
remember.
fuck them. Yeah,
Microsoft
exactly.
doesn't.
That's 'cause Mario
support
looks the
their
same
old
on all
console
of
for very
them.
long either.
Because they know people will buy the new one. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know they're going to have to support the PS3 for a long time, but I mean, their hands are in kind of defending the developers. Their hands are kind of tied right now with what they can do with the game. You know what I mean?
I think it'll get better though, faster, because like a lot more people are buying PS4s.
Yeah.
You know, it gets sold out. They're
Yeah.
4.2 million.
Yep.
and
That
that
could be
was
on
like
DC right
way
now, so.
more than the PS3. So
Well, the PS3
You're
didn't
talking
go
about,
over
no,
well.
the PS3 has like 100 million units sold worldwide. So
Yeah, but
But,
that's
I mean,
in
it's catching up
7
fast.
years, 8 years.
yeah, but you got to think that's 100 million units that they could potentially be having on DC Universe Online versus 4.2. It's kind of hard for them to be like, all right, let's drop the PS3 servers. They'd be like, no.
No, they might not drop the PS3 servers, but it might get to the point like,
where they
well, the
split.
next 3 DLCs are going to be utility, probably just the same way they did it last time. 3 powers, 3 utility, 3 powers.
Yep.
So by the time we get to next year, new powers, it might get to the point where starting maybe next year, we get like DLC, what would that be? 10, 11. DLC 13 for PS4 and PC, where they
Right.
just lower the subscription of PS3 and DLCs just don't hit PS3 anymore
Right.
because they can't handle it.
Yep.
Or they might
Well,
separate the servers or mix
But
us in
see,
with the
I don't
PC
even
people.
know if that
Content
could
cap.
work, because if they put a power in, then it's going to have to be on PS3. Unless
Well,
they
they'll have to
server.
split the servers or put
Yeah.
us with the PC people. But there will be a content cap eventually.
Yeah,
If
it's
we
got,
want
I mean,
powers,
they're
it
already
has to
facing
go.
that problem right now.
They can't add a new power to the game because of PS3. And this game is going to need more DLCs down the road to keep it going.
Hey, we have
They
a
will
question
never
in the
merge
chat.
PS4
Well, what's
and
funny
PC
is a
ever.
DLC. All a DLC is a content patch. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, somebody has a question in the chat. Is Game Update 34? Are the vendors selling utility belts? Not that I'm aware of. I wish.
No, they're not.
Now that I've already got mine, I don't care. But yeah,
That's
I
what
wish
you got to
they would.
replay the content for, utility belts.
Yep.
And I still don't
And
have
rings.
one. I'm the one that gets the bitch now.
Aw, puppet bitching about his utility belt.
Well, you're never
read it
playing
just-
I never bitch about that
Yeah.
shit, man. You know I don't bitch about that shit.
Oh, okay. I almost had to give him a damn Xanax one day because he's fucking bitching about it.
I was depressed. I had a gun to my head. Give me a utility belt. Hey, I ran the damn thing 48 times with no goddamn utility belt, really? And then I get 2 in like a matter of like 3 runs. Oh, well. My name's not Rock Hardington. I haven't hacked the game, so I mean, I don't know.
I know he's just talking about like, oh
We're
yeah,
taking a shot in the mouth.
I know the Ring of Omnipotence glitch, and then all of a sudden this fucking third one drops. I'm like, okay, what's that glitch, Rock? I believe you now.
Break the crystals on Tuesday, leave them up on Thursdays or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what all it is, but
Run with a guy that's only been in there twice. Break the crystals. Kill Hal and Saint at the same time. Around 15 seconds in between each other.
teabag one of the ads.
Teabag and brag about your 170
Man, my
skill
post is
points.
racking up the likes. Jesus.
175. Just to clarify.
Yeah, I know how you got that. I saw you shouting in the hall a few days ago, looking
What?
for primeval demons, 1 million apiece.
Yeah, Rock's
Trying to
bribing to
get
get
that
skill
mission.
points. Pay to win.
A to win.
Rock doing that mission, like, I'll pay you 1 million, you get a primeval.
Oh, Rock, I was over there with you that one day last week where you were doing that shit, and the one
Yeah.
that I was on, you got in on. I didn't get credit for it, and you guys did. That's fucking bullshit.
Get shit on.
Hey, all I gotta say is,
It
hey,
was
all I
my
gotta say,
fucking
Cal-
mission, and I didn't get credit for the primeval demon.
Hey, if you would have had your weapon combos that are coming out, you would have
I
been
would have
over.
done a lot more damage.
Exactly. I mean,
I was on my controller. I wasn't on my main. Anyway, so at least the good news is update 34 is coming out tomorrow, so we can actually play the game tomorrow.
In other words, we can all open up our saved up lockboxes, hope to get a green aura.
Yes, I
and
got 16 of them.
go and get
Two.
paid.
2 more skill points. What? Cannot wait.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What's that? Oh, for
Yeah,
the
they're
home
adding
turf
those
bounties?
feet.
Yep.
yeah, we could just wait till.
Is
wait
it
till
2
long-
skill points?
Well, I don't have the Moon 25 or Moon 50, and then Department of Corrections,
Oh, okay.
and the other
Oh
one.
yeah,
and
the
there's
styles are easy to get tomorrow.
How many skill points do you have, Rock?
175. I'll be
175.
at 177 tomorrow.
Cool.
Plus, you have the new ones in the.
Oh yeah. Oh shit! I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
the new bounties. We'll have to get a bounty group.
That's why I said we'll just be waiting. All of a sudden, Ninja invite Rock Hardington. Come on, we're doing the bounties, bitch.
Well, we gotta get a bounty group for the T4 bounties and the T5 bounties now.
Yeah. No doubt.
I'll fucking be replaying that shit all day tomorrow.
Yep. There you go.
There you go, Crappy. Start a forum thread. Can we get the poster moved right next to the critical defender?
Listen, fucking that thread with whatever it says.
Oh, I
Fucking
forgot
the new
about
combat
that.
mechanic ones, man. Most of it is just like, this is dumb. Most of the thread is basically saying that. Don't take away clipping. Don't take away jump clipping, and this is just a dumb idea. Is most of the 14 pages on it. Like, this is the fucking biggest flop of an idea DC
might
has
be.
ever came up with.
It might be a flop.
If you have all these closed posts and all these posts of negative posts about it already, like, you have not done a good job. Like, totally out of touch.
Yeah,
man.
it seems
Well,
like
here's the thing.
seems like
This
a
is
little
supposed to be
out
the big selling point for DLC 10. They got 2 months. They got 2 months or less before it's supposed to be released. This is a fire under their ass. You better get something good going.
If they told me they fixed combat mechanics, I would have been fucking sold right there. I would have been like, really? That's the shit. Thank you. But this, nah.
What'd you say? Like removing combat mechanics?
No, if they just fixed
Fixing.
them.
Oh yeah, fix them.
Just fix them,
They were
man.
like, oh yeah, we, you know that like bug that released with War of the Light? We're finally fixing. That's part of the DLC, guys. We'll be
Yeah.
like, oh hell yeah, let me pay for that.
Let me pay for the way the game should have been played, and now it's going to be played. Yeah, so
It's
That's
like,
funny.
hey, with DLC 10, we're making it so when you go into the PS4 chat on the actual game, you don't fucking go deaf.
that game, that chat is sucky, dude. That chat
like-
sucks.
Let me find the person I can't turn down.
Yeah, yeah. We spend more time trying to get the chat together than we do it takes to run the damn raid.
No, correction. Most of the time, we spend more time in the PS4 standalone chat than we do in that game chat.
Elitist chat. Yeah.
Now we get to
Yeah, they
tell,
call these chat.
why don't you guys want to talk to us, assholes?
Yeah, and then
Because
everyone
you're so
puts a
deaf, we
guilt.
can't hear it.
Everyone puts a guilt trip on you, but hey, man, if you had a PS4, you'd be in this chat too. So that's the way I look at it.
It's like night and day. Some people just don't understand.
Yep. You see that Orbit got his PS4 today, man. Woohoo! What took him so long?
So he's gonna start playing on the US.
Guy makes all this YouTube money, man, and you can't afford a PS4. What's up, Orbit? Damn, really?
All right. Is he gonna start playing on the US PS4 and getting his ass whooped and then go back?
Guy lives at home with his mom, and he fucking can't afford a PS4. Come on.
I mean, come on.
What's going on?
Oh shit!
Even
Well,
people
I'm just
that
saying,
imitate
dude. I mean,
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Damn!
I'm just saying,
Tupac
man.
down.
I'm not the only one saying that, but I'm just saying.
No,
you know.
I agree with Count. I mean, even people that imitate terrible wrestlers get PS4.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ, we're
His
done.
laptop broke and he can't get a new one.
That's
Buy a
funny.
fucking desktop, bro. Don't be rocking a laptop. The fuck?
Whoa.
No, I'm not ripping on PS3 players, man. I'm just saying I'm ripping on the PS3 players that complain that we don't go into the chat when there's 11, there's 8 of us in the PS4 chat, and then there's 2 guys that don't have it. And I do feel bad. I wish everybody could be in the chat, but
You gotta hear it. When
we log in the next day.
Turn down.
When we log in the next day, I've had a few people put guilt trips on me. You know what I mean? It's like, man, don't do that.
How many times do you want to go into a raid and have to switch back between group chat and instance until you can hear everybody, and have to do it every time you go through a portal or change areas? Come on.
It gets to where there's like one person that'll be screaming at you, and no matter what you do to the bar, you cannot turn them down. And it's like constant headache in that chat.
Hey, Galaxy Soul wants to know what we think about Orbit versus Nimbus Yosh, their match that they're coming up with. For one, I think it's a joke. I think Orbit will smash him, of course. I mean, Orbit will smash him, dude.
Says the person ducking and diving.
Whatever. Orbit will smash Nimbus. That's simple.
Nimbus even play anymore?
And I've seen Smile beat Orbit up. I've seen them go back and forth, and then Nimbus is talking smack like he can beast all these guys. Like Super Patriot said he was going to beast Smile and Orbit, and then he got fucking wrecked. He doesn't bring that up, but shit like that. But yeah, Orbit will wreck Nimbus Yosh, dude. Rock Hardington would wreck Nimbus Yosh. Crappy would wreck Nimbus Yosh. Kaiser would.
I don't know. I'm not good at PvP.
Well, I know Rock. I know Rock
don't
would wreck
put me
him.
into these matches. I'm not. Don't even throw me into.
I know Kaiser will wreck him. I know Puppet will wreck him. I know Ninja Smurf would wreck him. No problem. I mean, so J-Man would wreck him. So
BCD would.
So what is Orbit coming to?
I'm not gonna go.
No.
So is Orbit coming to US PS4? Is he making
I don't know how they're gonna do it. I think Orbit's coming to US. Nimbus won't go over there. He's a coward. He won't go over there. He just he just runs his mouth. But yeah, Orbit will wreck him, dude.
Shrek would wreck.
Shrek's his beast, man. You don't know.
So my question is, if Nimbus went over to the European server to fight Orbit, would he have to stop imitating The Rock and imitate William Regal?
Triple H.
That's my question. I want to know.
All right, wrestling fan. But anyway, were you guys about ready to wrap it up? Hey, somebody brought up the Nimbus Yosh Orbit thing. I didn't bring it up, so somebody brought it up.
No, I didn't even know they're fighting. What started this?
They're doing. I guess there's a challenge or something where they're doing some kind of. They're going to live stream a fight or something. So.
Is this the
Isn't it
People's
too,
Challenge
isn't it?
again, where he called out people before, like you?
I think he called out Orbit or some shit.
So does he have like 7 people waiting to heal him from the top or some shit?
Yeah, really. Is he going to run in a group and claim it was a 1v1 like he does in his videos? Really?
I'm sorry, that side of the screen's blacked out. Something
He's like,
happened
no.
to the recording.
He's like, I broke out, and that was power returning to me.
Yeah,
that is
sure.
not power over time, even though it's.
That's why you have that lightning
Nimbus will
bolt
be
up
flying
there.
as
Yeah.
high as he can. He's gonna have to request an outside battle so he could fly really high.
Yeah, I guess they're doing Nimbus versus Balkan too. Balkan will wreck him too. So anyway,
I hope he gets beat so someone could finally shut that motherfucker up.
oh no, he'll. Somebody was like, "Oh, Nimbus is representing the U.S." I'm like, "Oh, we're all fucked. The U.S. is gonna look terrible."
Shit.
Okay,
I'd
so
rather have fucking Super Patriot representing us.
Really,
There's
I would.
another
He's better.
pose.
He's better PvP.
Super
another
Patriot needs to
post
stop
that-
fucking jumping on my dick. Super
Right?
Patriot, chill the fuck out, bro. I
You're like,
fucking
you're like
write
the son he
something.
never had.
Hey, you got to pump your brakes, son. Remember,
I
pump
write
your brakes.
something on somebody's page, like I was just agreeing on a video with Obsidian Chill, and he just fucking jumped on my back. He was like, "You don't know anything about the community council and how stuff." Like, motherfucker, I know plenty of people on there. Like, you're not the only
You
person
don't have
I
to
know
be.
on the council.
Obviously, you don't have to
I-
be. Listen to me. Obviously, you don't have to be good at the game to be on the community council,
Hey.
and I know everyone knows who I'm talking about. So right
Exactly.
there,
There's
you
some
need to
people
pump
that
your
belong
brakes.
there, some people don't.
Yeah.
You know, don't jump on my back because I fucking yell out my opinion. You know, I don't go and shit on your opinions. You know, like,
You don't have to
I
be
mean,
good
his
to be on the
opinions I always
community
agree
council.
with the devs for the most part because
Yeah.
he's like fucking. Let me blow you a little bit, Meps. Come here. You know, like I don't
Hey,
fucking
hey,
suck
remember,
up to.
Crappy, remember
I don't
Crappy,
suck up to nobody. Like I don't give a fuck if you
Except
don't like
Rock,
me
you
or
suck
anything.
up to him.
No, Crappy, remember. He knows fire DPS. Everyone should use Volcano.
Dude, he's a retard with fire. You're kidding me? Dude then fires its beta and doesn't even know how to fucking use it. Get the fuck out of here.
One of those average players that just doesn't like clipping. Nah, he's a good player, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to fucking be calling nobody out. My days of that are, well, I guess they're not over. I trying to be nice though, but you can't be nice anymore because the game has just gone to shit because of all those people. I don't care if you fucking play the way you play. Don't shit on the way I play just because you choose not to play the way I play. You know, as
Pretty
simple
well.
as that.
I was about to say something. So someone kind of like, they tried to clarify everything that they've tried to say. So this is what the person said. Okay, there seems to be a great amount of misinformation going around about this. This is my understanding of what is happening. You guys, the devs, are not getting rid of clipping. People
No.
are just misinterpreting what was said on the stream. You are planning on doing two things which will potentially affect clipping. Doing a passover on all powers and changing the animation times to be within 1 to 1.2 seconds. Number 2, adding a non-zero animation time to jump clipping. The first will make fast power sets slightly slower, as they already have a 1 second animation time, and the slow power sets faster, likely no more cast bars. The second is where people seem to be greatly misinformed. The jump clipping works right now. A player can effectively clip one offensive, aka utility power, into another with a rifle tap, as example, if done fast enough or with macros. In other words, jump clipping takes the animation time down to completely zero if done fast enough.
That's a
While
lie.
While you, with macros, it's possible because I've seen it done.
Yeah,
while
on
you
PC
guys
it's
do,
possible.
while you guys do want certain powers to be jump clippable, you do not want such an extreme clip capability of zero animation time. Therefore, you intend on adding a non-zero animation time to jump clipping. Also, you are listening to feedback, so likely if people don't like it, it's not going to hit live. That is basically a big explanation of what's happening.
Yeah, I knew they weren't getting rid of clipping. I mean, I knew that wasn't the case.
They're fucking with the jump clip. Now, if the jump clip doesn't affect us on PS4, now you ever see, like, if you watch a Kaiser fucking video, just
Not me
take,
the
like,
other day.
Rage for, no, not you, jeez, no.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
know,
I'm just
right?
kidding. But if you watch, like, a Kaiser video for, like, a Rage video, he'll do Plasma Retch and Dreadful Blast so fast, you don't even see the Plasma Retch.
That's
Now,
what they're
on-
trying to eliminate. They're
now
trying
on
to eliminate that.
PS3, PS4, you have to do the animation and the rifle grenade and then jump clip. You have to see a little bit of the
Yeah, because you're
animation,
not
or you're
fast
just
enough.
gonna jump
Because
clip.
You're not able to macro it. They're basically eliminating the benefit of macroing a little bit. So technically, PC players and PS4 players would be on an even playing field, is essentially what's happening with jump clipping.
So they are possibly maybe thinking about merging the servers together then.
And
If they
abandon
did
the
it,
CS.
if they did it right, they could. So it doesn't seem like jump clipping is getting as huge of a nerf as it sounds. It will like everyone is saying, we will have to see.
Well, you just
I gotta
got to
get my
realize
computer
where a
going
lot of
for
people are
test
coming
server.
from. The writing is on the wall. They nerf phase dodge.
It's
They're
coming.
nerfing down the clip. And then Jens's little comment of clipping is essential for endgame content right now, kind of implying that tier 6 and stuff, they'll try to make it less and less essential to the point where slowly over time it can disappear. They kind of implied that clipping is going to disappear.
He wants to slow things down.
Yeah, they're going to phase. Eventually, they're going to do something to phase it out, or to slowly phase it out, or to fix it.
What he could be trying to say is that he's trying to
what Spittle just said is he doesn't want to remove clipping. He wants to have players that can do the weapon mastery system with clipping at the same time, because the way that weapon mastery you're going to get the most out of, you have to clip that last animation to get the most out of it.
Right.
So it wouldn't really make sense for them to remove clipping if their biggest thing was you have to clip the weapon mastery animation at the last combo.
Yeah, you can do it on the last one. If you do it,
they're not removing clipping, guys.
He said the window. Well, we never thought that. I mean, I knew that.
I just knew they're going to slow it down.
Yeah,
and
but here's the thing. He said that window is so small for that last combo of actually clipping in that last combo. But you saw when he did it successfully, it hit hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm most pissed at the jump clip.
But it slows the game down anyway if you're using that weapon thing, because those weapon combos before that take a while.
Yeah. Like I said, we'll have to see. I'm not going to say the sky's falling right now. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say all that.
A lot of people are.
Yeah,
I don't see those weapon fucking things being used that much.
I'm just tired of all the discussion being about damage. I want more discussion. I want them to boost stuff like, I want them to make like the healing, the tanking. I want to make the content more relative.
Nobody complains about that, though. It's
all
the fucking
everything
people on
being
the forums
revolved around
complaining
damage,
about
man.
the scoreboard.
Everything's about damage in the
roles.
scoreboards, and I'm sick
Look at the
of
other roles. Tanking does need work, but healing and trolling, all the trollers need to realize is the tank does crowd control. Stop whining and throw power.
Yeah.
And healers, you got 5,000 plus resto. You solo heal stuff now. What do you got to complain about?
If the trolls didn't burn all, like if the unskilled trolls didn't burn all their power throwing useless debuffs and crowd control moves, they wouldn't have a fucking problem.
They need a combo system for the controlling. I mean, I know they have it for hard light, but they need like to put that in there, you know.
You know why the other trollers can't keep up? Because they're premium and they can't afford to buy or make next colas, so they can't restore their own power.
And those are the people.
That's the problem. Their 2,000 cap stops them from being soda poppers. They can't do power.
I don't see anything wrong with the trolling mechanics. I think they're perfectly fine.
They need to make sodas more available to everybody. They need to fix something.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Because then the easiest fix would be raise the cash cap.
Yep.
The easiest fix would be lower the fucking power cost back to goddamn T4
I
power
agree with
cost.
Trappy on that one.
Jesus. Stop trying to implement all these stupid ideas. You know, just go back to the basics. Like, that was such a fucking simple thing. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? Oh, God forbid, the group could have too much power. Then the trolls wouldn't be fucking complaining on the forums because they sucked. They would have more power to waste that way. What would be the problem there? Like, I don't get the way the developers think.
Well,
I
can see
they might
us
get to the point where they wouldn't even have to. They use one power and keep the whole place full for
I've got a better
that would ever
fix.
happen. But see, the devs cause their own problems.
I've got a
they
better
fucking
fix, though. Come
do
on.
the power cost shit, and then look at all the cries for power. As soon as T5 shit came out, all the power cries started as soon as they upped the power. And it single-handedly falls on the devs for being idiots when they could have just fucking changed it back and been like, bam, sorry, we made a mistake. Our bad. You know, what would be so hard about that? Fucking simple fixes.
Well, we may have to continue this discussion next week.
They're going around all different kind of ways trying to correct something that they could just fix very simple.
Well, let them have it on the forums this week, Krabby.
I'm going to get kicked off. I haven't even really gone on there too much because I just have nothing nice to say anymore.
Bitter about phase dodge. Woo.
No, man, it's not just phase dodge. I don't care. Like,
yeah.
I mean, phase dodge was awesome. It was a great tool, but whatever. They nerfed it. Not a big deal. But now that they're fucking going around with all this other shit, and I don't know, man. I just feel there's too many things broken to be worrying about new stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
They need another game update 8. I think it was game update 8. That was just a massive bug fix update.
Their problem is they're not in tune with the community. That's the problem.
They seem a little out of touch with the.
That's been every single live stream since launch. My God, did you ever watch their first live stream? It was horrible.
Yeah.
All game developers are out of touch with their games. Like most games, like I don't know, like
not all games.
I would have to
See
argue.
Call of Duty developers play the game. You're like, this is just some random dude who just started playing the game today. Like every game is just like that. Like I don't see where the developers like play your game, put your heart and your soul into your game. Don't
I'd
fucking.
have to argue no, just because I've talked to some. I've actually gotten a new job on a website where I'm a video content creator for it, and I have like interviews for some game developers soon, which is pretty cool. And I would have to say that they play their game, man. It's just it's not in the.
But they don't play the
mainstream
game
scene.
like we play the game.
No, they play the game like we play the game because they have to. They have to know their shit.
Well,
to
that ain't the case in
introduce new
DC
content.
Universe.
Yeah, I agree with Crappy there.
That's what I'm
Not the
saying,
case
though.
in
That's what I'm
DC
saying.
Universe.
Yeah.
It's mostly seen in the indie scene where like their developer will actually play their fucking game.
Yeah, and a lot
yeah.
of those
They're
games
not a big giant
and a lot of
company
those games
backed by fucking thousands of dollars.
are fun
Exactly.
as hell. You know, like Don't Starve. You know, shit like that. That shit's fun as hell.
Like I have an interview with a creator of an 8-bit MMO that I've played for a while because it's fun.
That was a
8-bit.
good hit. You're right.
What is it? Pitfall Harry? What the?
What's Pitfall?
8-bit. Like Rift, I used to listen to a Rift podcast, and they had the developers on there quite a bit, and he would run the raids. Like they'd get the developer to run the raids with like with some of the top players, and he would run it with them and get their feedback while they're doing it.
I would love to play with the developers.
Yep.
That would be the shit to
But
really
the problem
see
with DC
what
is
they're
they
good at.
always play with the same goddamn people.
And they would do glitches. They would do the glitches. They would flush out all the problems, bugs, glitches, all that stuff. It's
they don't
pretty cool.
drop yourself in the game and say, "Hey, what's a random group that's doing shit? Let me jump in with you." They're like, "No, well, let's sit here and play with Odyssey and Fammy because
Yeah.
we're friends with you guys. Who gives a fuck about that? You're trying to make money.
Yep.
Bring your ass to the PS4 and let's play with the fucking
Yeah, play with
Lifted-
some randoms. Yeah.
lifted research
Yeah,
group.
make
for the
a
fucking
fake name,
contract
level
deal.
it up, and go play with some random
play with
people
some
and see what
randoms.
they're doing.
Yeah. I know I'd
You
do
know,
that.
The only one who technically does that
Wait,
is
wait, wait,
Fiddle
wait,
when he
wait.
does PvP.
Wait, hold
But
on.
see, he plays PvP though.
Crappy.
PvP is a small portion of the game compared to the PvE content. Even though the PvPers would be like, no, PvP is no, it's fucking not.
No,
I mean,
Crap.
it took him getting his ass whooped on fucking FNL by Jon Stewart to finally fucking nerf him.
Listen, that's
I'm
a
just
great
saying.
idea, though. They don't even have to level
It's
up.
gonna be
a character to play
great
with.
when
They can
when
create a level 30 in a
Two-Face is
second.
fucking nerfed.
Oh, Two-Face now is so bad.
I
See,
don't
if they
don't
actually
ever queue
played-
for a lair battle unless you are playing Two-Face.
Yeah, every
It's an uphill battle.
every
to
tournament
play
now is
anyone else.
Two-Face. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
It's all.
Just wait until Jens plays against like 3 Two-Faces in a row and he gets his ass handed to him.
Yep.
Then he'll be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have buffed Two-Face's health like that.
Well, let Jens
Like, why did it
Anderson.
take
Hey,
so
I got
long
an
for
idea.
Steel to get a nerf? You could have played Steel twice and realized this motherfucker is OP as a fucking. He's crazy OP.
He's okay now.
Yeah,
but
now
he
he is, but
still
look how
needs a
long it
little.
took.
Okay, now
Burn
listen.
the nerf.
Listen, if they're so good at their game, this is what needs to happen. Tunzo and Jens need to go. One of them needs to go electric DPS. One needs to go earth DPS, and they need to run a raid with Rock Hardington or Crappy or
They
Puppet,
get beat with a pug group.
and see if they don't get tripled in damage, and then tell me what's going on there.
If I get beat by Jens Anderson using electricity,
done.
I will fucking quit the game.
No, actually, they would beat you because they'd use the developer trinket and do it like 1,000,000 damage to everything in the room.
No
and
shit.
instantly.
If they just came on and played the actual game in a not controlled environment, they would see all the things that need to be corrected. You know, they would notice that the complaints that are on the forums are not the complaints that the actual community has. That's just the complaints that the people on the forums have, which is a very small portion of the game. The forums is a very, very tiny portion compared to the people who are actually on the game.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the forums except those couple complainers. They need to get in the real world and just play with regular ass people.
I agree.
Why don't they do
I'm
something?
not talking about all the time, but every once in a while would be nice.
I think they should do it fucking once a week or something.
Don't make it a pre-made. Just like
No,
say,
play
hey,
with
can I run
random
this?
people.
I wish they would do more open world events like they did during the beta. Like have MEPs summon like world bosses that are like summon the fucking Paradox.
You're just trying to crash
in the
over
middle
the
of like
PlayStation
freaking
3?
Century.
That's the problem. Have you ever heard him on like FNL when he's on PS4, PS3? He's like, "Oh my God, don't let 4 people." He about has a heart attack because there's like 12 people in the fucking safe house, and he's scared it's gonna crash the fucking server. So that's the problem. I mean, mess be getting fucking tight.
Yeah.
He's like,
I mean, like, but I was just saying, like, have an event where like you party with the developers, and they're like, I don't know, they look like an iconic hero, but you know their power set is something.
Yeah,
I just want them to play the regular ass game with regular people.
I mean, all they got to do is come in, you know, with a fake name that doesn't sound anything close to what they might do, like Evil Meps and Young Spittle or whatever the hell his name is, and come in there and be like, "Oh, need electric and earth DPS for Nexus," you know, or just
Even if
shout
they played
random-
awesome powers, I don't care what power they play.
Yeah.
I just want to see them play the game, and then they could see how the community actually plays the game instead of listening to the forums.
Because I know they look. Because here's the point. Here's the point. I know they look at the scoreboard because every time that Jens does the pre-show for Friday Night Legends, when he does his Legends, he queues up for a few Legends matches. He always checks his damage on the scorecard. He always checks how much damage he did. You know what I mean? He's like always looking at that scorecard. Let him do the same thing in PvE. Go over there and compare your scorecard numbers with somebody using Celestial, using Hard Light, using Rage, and you play one of those powers like, or he play one of those powers like Earth or Electric, and see
he uses Earth.
What's he gonna say? I mean, when he gets tripled in damage or doubled in damage, which will happen, I guarantee that if he plays against the right guy, then what's he gonna say about that? I mean, you know, I'd be interested to see his reaction.
And then if he gets in a group with some people that seem semi-knowledgeable after the raid or during the raid, he could talk to them. You know what I mean? Just like, not as a developer, but like he could just talk to them and see what they use and what they like to do and how they think this works and how they think that works without leading on that he's a developer. You know what I mean? Ask, well, what do you think about combat mechanics? You know, what do you think of this? What do you think of that?
What about the first time he does it and he gets into a group, right? And he goes in there as Electric and he's getting like tripled and they kick his ass.
Well, that's the point. That would be the point, Puppet. That would be the whole point.
No, because then you would see some kind of feature in the game where it's like, well,
you can't kick.
All right,
now.
to stop kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
There's been
if
plenty
you
of threads
feel like
on
you're
that.
being kicked unfairly, please contact support.
Like, I might be a fucking huge asshole, but like if somebody like that actually spoke to me, I would be totally respectful and give them my honest opinion. I'm not all for it. Like, if something's fucked up, I'll tell you it's fucked up. Like Berserk for Rage is crazy OP, but I don't complain about it. You know what I mean? I know it's fucking OP. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give you my honest opinion, and it's a power I use. You know, if you nerfed it, whatever. I mean, it is totally out of line. You shouldn't be hitting shit for 12k, like double ticks of like 12k and 15k, and just retarded. And that's not even stepping in a supply drop. You know, it is out of line.
Yeah.
Whatever.
See, the only reason Crappy's saying that is because he knows they won't nerf it because they got their hands full with the fucking forums right now.
No, I personally don't even use it because I don't like that. I like to stand in the back and not be bothered. You know, I mean, I use it if I do an alert and I put Outrage on my loadout. I put Berserk on too, but like, you don't catch me in a raid. Like the first couple of days, yeah, I had it on because I had to play with it and fucking see what it got.
Hey,
you know,
we could make you an archer in Final Fantasy then. That'd be awesome.
There you go.
Oh yeah, so I could stand there for 10 minutes between each cast in a 2-hour raid.
Archer's badass. You can
I
spam
can
that
go
shit.
take a fucking dump and come back and shit.
No, you can spam that shit on Final Fantasy as an archer, dude.
I don't know. That's too slow.
It
Too
takes like
slow.
12 seconds to get to the right target, though.
Yeah, there you go.
Or how about the glitch when you're sitting there targeting the main boss, and 4 ads come out you need to burn down, and you target the ad, and every time you shoot them with a power,
Yeah, there's
it
5 or 6 people in
targets-
front of you, and you're targeting. Yeah, let's not
targets
get
right
into
back
it.
to the boss.
You know, there's plenty of really good players that I don't know why DC doesn't talk to. You know, like there's a lot of big YouTube names that they could talk to and ask their honest opinions, and a lot of people would give their honest opinions. You know, instead of like just because you see something on the forums by some random person and they're complaining, you know, don't take their advice seriously just because 3 other people chime in and agree with them, because chances are they probably stink and they're not even fucking legendary. They have no fucking say. Talk to some people who are actually decent. Like I said before, look at their fucking YouTube channel and see if they even begin to know what they're doing. And most of the time, those people who are arguing on the forums about nerf and shit start saying the most ridiculous stuff, and you're like, wow, this dude has no idea what he's talking about. Because they try to get too in-depth to it and explain it too much, and they end up just derailing themselves because they really don't know what they're talking about. Count, why are you scrolling through the list to see who's on?
I just do that every once in a while to get an idea of what's going on.
Who's
That
on?
douchebag Super Patreon, you
No.
fucking piece of
No.
shit.
No, he's on.
I can't
Direct
believe
all
he
your
tried-
hate toward Rock Hardington.
He tried to shit on me in one of fucking Chill's videos today. I was like, buddy. I shut him right down. I was like, no.
I like how he calls you son, and you're what, maybe a couple years younger.
He's older than me.
Yeah,
Old
he's older
man.
than you, but not by much. I'm older than him. I'm gonna start calling him son. Look
No,
here,
man, I just
Sonny.
hate how
Look here,
he's
Sonny
been a
boy.
super douche lately.
Huh?
He's been a douche lately.
Lately.
Always on my balls about
Lately?
something. He thinks I'm still on the phase dodge kick. Like, I was done and over with that shit 2 days. I was like, whatever. It's gone.
Wasn't he on your nuts like fucking 2 months ago?
He was being nice to me. I was being I'm still trying to be nice to him, but I don't know why he's fucking being such a dick. I attacked the community council, so he got all offended.
Told you.
And I didn't even attack them. I just said there are some players on there that aren't
don't
too
belong.
knowledgeable. Now, all the people I know that are on there, they know I'm not talking about them. But if you think I might be talking about you, saying you're less knowledgeable, you're probably one of the people who are less knowledgeable. You know what I mean?
Somebody said I should have Obsidian Chill on the podcast. Nah, he thinks he thinks he's too good. He
You
wouldn't.
should have Obsidian Chill on the podcast.
Nah,
He has really good opinions on the game.
yeah,
I guess because he thinks just like I do.
whatever.
I mean,
He's the one that I put like. I put a comment on one of his videos. He just like went off on me like I was trying to bash him. I didn't say one negative thing about him or anything. I just said I disagree with you. And then he started going, oh, you need to stick to your podcast, you noob. You don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whatever, dude. Really?
Shit, well,
Voice-
It's
I
like, no
him
wonder
'cause he
Odyssey
voices his
booted you.
opinions of the game too. He's not afraid to shit on people. That's
Yeah.
how I feel anymore. I just fucking.
Well, anyway, we're going to wrap it up, guys. We're going on 2 hours here, so.
Yeah.
Oh god, if me and Chill were on the podcast, nobody would get a word in. They should just let us run the game.
Shit.
Everyone would be fucking clip happy. Everything would be perfectly fine.
The game would die in 2 months, man. But
No
anyway,
way.
Actually, it
It'd be
probably
like they'd be
would.
charging you
Graphic-
like
No, they-
20,000
they
a
would
month
save
to
so
play.
much money because they wouldn't have to make animations anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
They would
No,
just
man.
you would just see things fly out of your hand after a second, and then clipping would be making that fly out of your hand like in 0.5.
People like
That's
this
not,
game
that's
because
not
it's
even
faster
that's not even
paced.
the first thing, dude. If Crappy was on console, you know damn well the free to play would disappear. You either sub or get out.
The game would die in 2 months.
Then the game would die.
I would just you don't
Because
have much of an opinion.
There's a
if
lot of
you're
people
free
that
to
are
play.
like, I like
My
DC
opinion.
Universe Online, but I don't like to pay for it.
Don't give if you're free to play, you're missing out on a lot of things on this game. Like Kaiser said, like home turf and all that crap. So you're at a huge disadvantage right there. So if you're getting beat, it's because of yourself. It's because you're at a disadvantage. Yeah, I guess it's pay to win by a chance, but it's more about supporting the game.
Jay Kingdom's like, make sure I put this episode on iTunes. This episode will be on iTunes. It may be a couple days.